stream. Here we are, look, there's me, there's you.
There's me.
We're live on the Jingle Jam 2018.
2018.
What was your first Jingle Jam? Do you remember?
Oh, it must have been about 3 years ago, I guess.
Do you remember anything about it?
No, I do remember that I was rather scared.
Okay, how do you feel now?
Scared.
Oh. Why? You shouldn't be scared. The chat is all saying hi, they're all sending you messages.
Yeah, but you know, I'm not used to this. You're used to it. I'm not used to it. I'm not. This fame, it hasn't got to me yet.
Okay, well, don't worry, Dad. We can make you famous.
No, thanks.
Do you want to ask any questions about how this all works or anything?
Yeah, I'm just wondering what I've let myself in for.
Right. So basically, we're streaming live to the internet. There's like 5 or 10 people watching right now. And the idea is that
How
they're
many?
supposed to there's like 10, 20 people.
Oh, not many.
No, just a couple.
Oh, so it doesn't matter if I make a fool of myself.
No, no one's gonna notice.
Okay.
Yeah, so the idea is we've got a little thermometer over on that right hand side. Do you see that up there?
Yeah.
And that is ticking up to raising money for charity.
Right.
If people donate money to charity, that thermometer will go up.
Okay.
And good causes will be happy.
Yeah, I'm sure they will. I think it's good that they will be happy.
That's so. If you want to leave a message for me or my dad, please donate to a good cause, and we'll read your message out and maybe answer your questions.
Yeah, okay.
So I went down. I managed to find you. I went outside. I hung my head out this window because I was like, is he waiting outside? Because you said you'd meet me outside the office.
I did.
At 12:30. And
I went the wrong way.
And of course you weren't there. I rang you on the phone.
Yeah.
You still weren't there.
Well, that's
10 minutes
because
passed.
I had to grab my phone out of the
20
pocket.
minutes passed.
Yep.
Got to about 1 o'clock. I was like, and then my phone suddenly rang, and I said, I'll meet you in the middle of the square.
Yep.
And you said, because you said you were at Queen Square, and you didn't know which one we were at. You were hopeless. You were lost.
Lost in Queen Square.
And so I stood at the statue out there for about another 10 minutes, it felt like.
I saw you in the middle, I kept waving to you, but you were not looking.
Right, I see. I wondered why you were taking so long. I thought you'd gone to the wrong square or something. So I was stood in the middle of Queen Square, looking around, thinking, which way are you?
Yeah.
And you were waving at me,
well, then you kept
and
moving.
not getting closer.
You kept moving behind the statue, you see.
Well,
so when I waved,
I thought I'd be able to identify you because you have this shock of white hair.
Yeah.
And I was looking around like, you're quite identifiable.
You haven't got your glasses on.
Like a beacon. I don't wear glasses anymore. I had lasers done.
Sorry.
What about your glasses?
No, I don't wear glasses.
Why not?
And my eyes are good.
Your eyes have they always been good?
So can you read bad eyesight is to blame. Correct.
Can you read over there? Can you read
over
that?
There, yeah.
What does that say? Can you read any of those things?
Well, I'm looking at this one actually.
Okay, so you can't. Your eyesight isn't good enough to read on that
I can read some of it, and it's going too quick. Laser eyes. Hi there. Good eyes. Yeah.
Okay. Poggers. Eyes like a hawk.
Like a hawk.
Indeed. So yeah, we got messages, and the thought today, what we could do is we could play a bit of one of the games that's in the bundle. It's called Sorcery.
Sorcery. Sounds tricky.
Did you remember? Because you remember before we played 80 Days.
Yes.
Which is like the going around
That's
the world.
Right, I did. I think I got grounded in India.
You got stuck somewhere.
Back and beyond.
And I think before one year we did the bomb game. Do you remember we were defusing bombs?
No, I don't remember that.
You don't remember that at all. That's lost to the mists of time in your mind. So we're gonna play Sorcery. Hopefully you guys can see this monitor. I don't know if this was plugged in. Should we bring it up?
Sorcery.
Steve, and also can we mirror it onto this computer so my dad can see it? But I think you can probably see this, can't you?
Yep.
All right, we're good. It's all good. So yes, thank you Phil Walrus. He donated. Thank you Karma. Karma says, thank you for returning to the stream this year, Mr. Brindley. It is always a pleasure to have you on. Congratulations to everyone for a successful year raising money for charity.
That's very kind of you, I must say, to say that.
Okay.
I don't think it was on last year, was I?
You were.
A couple of years ago.
Mum didn't want you to. Mum didn't want you on. She was like, She was thinking you were just going to make a blustering fool of yourself, I think. which is what we do at the Yogscast. If anything, I've learned how to become a fool from the finest.
Yeah.
Festive Pastry donated. Thank you very much. T. Tyler says Happy Festdag. Thank you very much. Ryan donated $50. He says Lewis's dad is a legend.
Well, jolly good, Ryan. Well done. Yeah.
You are an epic tale.
Am I?
Yeah. You're a legend.
You mean it's something to do with age or what?
German Balloon, he donated.
Ah, good lad.
And TLO donated. Finally got paid, and I'm able to donate. Also, TD Charles donated earlier during the on-stream, but I thought I missed that one. There you go. Lewis's dad's secret son. Have I got secret son?
Well, I'm not telling you if I have.
Okay. Well, I think you've gotten away with it by now. The Jingle Jam's been alright, but it's really missing a 6-hour-long Jenga tournament.
Oh dear.
You ever played Jenga?
No.
What's your favourite?
What is it?
It's like a board game where they pile up bricks and you have to pull out bricks and put them on top.
Oh yes.
You've
I
heard
think I
of
saw
it.
you doing it the other night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You tuned
and
in.
You pulled it and it all collapsed.
That's right. That's what happened. Yeah.
No, yeah.
You saw that.
No, I've never played that. No.
Would you be
I think
up for it?
I think we used to have that when you were a kid.
Right.
Yeah, more simple blocks, of course, but yeah, we used to have
a simpler version of Jenga. Because I was a
bigger blocks.
Simpler and bigger because I was struggling. Sure. What's your favourite board game?
Probably drafts, I should think.
What?
Drafts.
Drafts.
Fairly easy.
Drafts.
I never learned chess.
Giraffes.
Drafts.
Yeah.
Not giraffes.
Right. Okay. Just wanted to check. It's not Uno.
Uno. Yes, I've played that. I can't remember it though.
You've played it?
Yeah, a long time ago.
You up for a game?
If I can, you better show me again what it is. It's such a long time since I played it.
Not very complicated.
No, well.
I think we'll be all right. So Tyrannomaster has donated $500.
Wow.
He says, just found out this morning I'm not going to be getting my Jingle Jam because I live in Iowa. Oh my gosh, so Iowa I think have some sort of rules against ordering liquor, like gin, through the post. So I don't know whether that's actually going to make it to you, Tyrannomaster. I'm sorry to hear that, but he says, keep up the good work, love you guys. Thank you so much for that big donation. If we get a few more like that,
really good, well done.
We can go home. So you came up on the train today.
I did.
How was the train?
Well, it was late starting, but and it was full.
Did you have a seat?
No, because I'd booked a seat, but the train organisation seems to suffer a glitch in its computer system. Consequently, when I got on the train, my seat was taken.
Was there someone in it?
Yeah.
Who was in it?
Some fellow. Who knows?
And so what, were you just stood up, were you?
Well, no, because there was no seats booked in the sense that got a reserved ticket on it. You just sat anywhere.
So there were a couple of seats you found one, did you?
Fortunately, a very kind lady heard me say that, okay, I'll stand up. And she was sitting behind the seat, so I couldn't see there was a spare seat there. So she got and waved me on, so I went, so.
Oh.
Very good.
What a nice lady, see?
She was.
Even though the trains are bad, some wholesome lady on the train helped you out.
She did.
So I got a text from Mum yesterday. It said, make sure you look after your dad. He's 81 and he's...
What?
She just doxed you. She said, and you need to make sure he gets there okay. So, of course, when I was out there for about half an hour thinking, what's going on here? I was very worried that you just got on the wrong train.
No.
You'd gone you'd been lost. You'd collapsed halfway through.
The thing about Bristol near the station is they're doing a lot of work. So you can't walk straight along the road, you have to keep making detours.
Right. I didn't realise, sorry about that.
Yeah, no, not your fault.
Well, that's not, I'm not doing the roadworks, technically. So, how long was the train?
Sorry?
How long was the train to get here?
1 hour, 3/4. 1 and 3/4 hours.
From London?
Yeah.
But you had to go through London?
I had to go through London, yeah, to get to the station.
So how long was the total journey?
Set off 8 o'clock, 4 1/4 hours to Bristol.
4 1/4 hours. And you're going back tonight?
Correct.
At what time?
7:30 from Bristol.
So you're going to have to be on the train for another 4.5 hours.
Yeah,
tonight.
but
it's a long day, Dad.
The tube runs all, until very late.
I'm gonna have to get you. I'm gonna have to make sure you get. Well, I see. This is it, chat. See, I was telling people about this. I'm trying to make you stay over because I've got a spare room.
Well, it's very kind of you, but your spare room has what? A couch?
Yeah, nice double couch.
Oh, double. Well, you're tempting me.
I can put you in a hotel. Don't worry.
No.
See, this is it. This is the older generation. He's very kind. He doesn't want to put anyone out, do you?
I don't want to put you out.
But I did make you bring with you a spare pair of underpants.
I did.
I said, just in case you're feeling a bit tired.
In case I collapse at the end of this session, yeah.
Because, I don't think you'd fit into my underpants.
No.
You're an extra large?
Steady.
Well, I have to get it from somewhere.
Perhaps, but not extra.
I have to get it from somewhere. So anyway, Stanley Sturken says, hello, Lulu and Dad.
Hello.
Happy Festdag. Could you say Happy Festdag?
Happy Festdag.
Festag. It's like festival time.
Right.
Festtag.
Festtag. Deutsch.
It's not German, not really.
No?
It's fine though. Good. Amanda Damon says, Mr. Brindley, you are the OG GOAT.
Olga Goat.
The original gangster goat.
Really?
Yeah.
Do I look like a gangster?
I mean, that's not really what it means.
Okay, boy. Put your hands up.
Do you know what yeet is? Yeet. Do you know what dabbing is?
Dabbing?
Dabbing.
No.
Okay, good. We're doing it.
This is language
Stop.
that's new to me.
I'm just wondering if you had any of it infiltrated through, because you are actually fairly clued up, mostly.
You think so?
Yeah, on like modern stuff, but these are new things.
No. Do you know
what YouTube is?
I'm always people of my age are always a little bit behind. It takes time to catch up. For example, my phone is only an Apple 4 or something.
Okay, yeah.
Well, now I'm onto Apple 10 or 12 or whatever it is.
Yeah, well, it's Apple. I mean, you can't measure time in Apple phones.
Well, you can. I mean, think of the discrepancy between 4 and 10. 6.
I see.
I'm good at arithmetic.
Quick math. Thank you very much, Sandra Britton.
Festdag is German. Yes, it says it there. Look.
Well, someone in chat says it. Just because someone in chat says it doesn't mean it's true, Dad.
Well, it could be.
Chat says all sorts of stuff, and it's not true at all. Thank you very much.
Well, perhaps someone will correct us then.
Sandra Britton is an archaeologist. He checks in occasionally. He says he's given $5. He says, I'm sick. I'm very unwell. See, shout out to everyone watching at home. Maybe you're in your pants, maybe you're sick, maybe you're well, maybe you're watching on your phone, on the bus. Who knows? Maybe it's lunchtime, maybe it's dinner time. See, people are watching all over the world there. Some of them it's dark, probably.
It's amazing, isn't
Some
it?
of them in Australia.
Absolutely amazing.
Some people will be watching this
so many people
years from now.
Oh, yeah, really?
Yeah. Because these things...
Going to be kept on file.
Yeah, well, you can look it up. We can watch the old one of you being on here
anytime
we want.
Yes, you can.
Maybe we should just do that.
Festdag is Dutch, according to somebody who's just got shot off the screen.
I like that. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Jerry. Thank you. He says, Alan, you're a delight to have on the stream.
No, thank you very much, Jerry.
Thank you, Emma. Thank you, Mr. Crumplebasket, Mary Yogmus, Mr. Brindley, Senior and Junior. I'm 19 next week, so what better gift to myself than a gift for charity?
That's great. Very great.
Thank you very much. Tech Teller, please tell us an embarrassing story about Lewis as a child.
Oh, crikey. Embarrassing stories about Lewis as a child.
Got any? Oh, I wasn't very embarrassing as a child.
Well, you were occasionally, yes.
Was I?
You were, yeah. I remember one day when we'd gone to visit some old castle in Kent, and you would keep running around shouting at the top of your voice.
How old was I?
Oh, I don't know, about 7, 6, 5 perhaps.
Okay. 7, 6 or 5. 4,
like
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, what did you
0.
And at least you're old enough to run around shouting at the top of your voice, and all these other visitors there kept looking at you.
That's right.
And I kept shouting to stop making a noise. And eventually I had to go over and smack on the bottle.
That's right, you did. I remember.
And what happened was that I got a lady come up to me, extremely angry, telling me that I should not smack children.
That's right.
And I was going to be reported to somebody.
She was going to report you to...
Yes, the Child Welfare
Service.
I was aghast.
Yeah.
Here I was a parent trying to look after you, to train you, to teach you, to behave. And what did I get?
Told off by another woman. You got parented.
I got parented.
Because I guess she was probably older than you at the time.
I guess she was.
Yeah, because I mean, this was probably 30 years ago.
Yes, would be at least.
You would have been only about 70 years old.
Hey, wait a minute. A bit younger than that.
Quick math. So no.
So there you are, you see.
I'm sure at some point we've told that story before, but that's the thing about the Yogscast. We always tell the same old stories again. Oh. I remember, because I've probably told this story before. I remember when me and my brother would be in a real pair in the back of the car, and you always threatened to drop us off on the side of the road and leave us there.
Did I?
Yeah. And one day, you
terrible.
actually did. You dropped us off on the side of the road, and you drove off only about 20 metres, okay, just as a sort of threat, you know. But what happened was, another family saw this happen, pulled up behind, and stopped off on the side of the road before you could reverse back up the road.
Really?
And they said to me and Ralph, "Are you all right?" And of course, we were terrified of these strangers, even though they were probably a lovely family, stopping some abuse. I have said this before. People must have heard this story before. And that's how I remember it. But yeah, I remember you, original story, Bristol Pusher, not... So we've got this guy called That Mad Cat, okay, and he's like the Yogscast font of knowledge.
Right.
And he can remember every time a story's been told in the past.
Can he? Oh, that's good.
And he can cross-reference those stories to see if they've changed over time.
Yeah, quite.
Because that does happen. Because, you know...
well, one's memory fades and you think of different
in the midst
things.
of times. And also you exaggerate. You know, you want to make it up.
Of course.
Yeah, and so the Mad Cat, it might be a lady, we don't know. It's a cat, basically. It's not a man or a girl, it's a cat.
Right.
It's a cat, she, it.
It.
But a cat has a gender too. It could be a lady cat or a manly cat.
Yeah, it could. It could be a Bristol cat.
Me, I can't say me because it's me, but I'd like to say like meow as if it was a he or she, like a generic term. Anyway, that Mad Cat, it has done videos. I don't like referring to them as it. I feel like that's, you know, it's a cat on a keyboard playing. Don't worry, it doesn't matter anyway, whatever gender it is. But they make amazing videos, and hopefully there'll be one of this. That's the dream. So, there's a picture of you and Mum there. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Amazing. Great stuff. Shall we play a game? We don't have to. We'll play a game. Part 3 of Steve Jackson's Sorcery. So Steve Jackson, he wrote a load of these games.
Did he?
No relation to any other Jackson.
Oh, no. Okay.
Would you like to be a man with a sword or a woman with a sword?
Well, I've never played a woman before.
Well, it's the
time.
time.
It's always
for
the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. We're going to be the man. The crown of kings, Dad, has been stolen by the Archmage and taken to his citadel in Mampang.
I'm afraid I've never heard of Mampang.
Well, no, because it's in a fantasy land.
Okay.
It's not a real place.
Fantasy.
Where do you think it might be?
In the world or on a planet somewhere else?
Wherever.
Okay.
Where do you think?
I don't mind.
Good. You have been sent to get it back.
Okay.
Should you fail, the whole of the old world will surely fall.
Oh dear. This is
Okay.
a very serious
You have been given a serious
task.
job to do, and if you fail, Dad, we'll be in trouble. Your 8-day journey has so far taken you through the Shamutanti Hills, and the treacherous city port of Kare. You've already had 2 parts of this journey complete. You've made it through some hills and through a port.
Great.
You've faced monsters, traps, curses, and certain death.
Well, that's good. I mean, I haven't done anything yet, but obviously I have.
But now you stand on the edge of a desolate wilderness. Kakabad, country of the Archmage himself.
Serious stuff.
It is. What would you like to say? There is no time to lose, or the risks are great.
Well, I think certainly there's no time to lose.
There's no time like the present, Dad. Indeed. So, to survive, Dad, you must be bold. You must act quickly and have faith in every step. Even though every step will almost certainly lead you further into a trap. Are you alright? God, flipping heck. We've only even started the game. You're already sweating.
It's the thought of it.
Welcome to the Backlands.
It's a trap.
So, okay. Towering mountains, dead plains, tangled forests, and the wide waters of Lake Ilklala. They all lie between you and the Zaman Road.
Some funny names here, aren't
Yeah,
there?
it's unusual.
Strange.
Out here, food will be scarce and every resting place dangerous. There will be no villages, no inns, and no aid. You have nothing but your sword, your gold,
I didn't know about the gold.
and your courage. Got a bit of gold. Got a little
Much?
bit. Well, not really. So this is the map. As you can see, there's little bits of it. Look, you've got a little bit of desert here. You've got a little bit of mountains here.
Mountains.
Oh, and this is you, a man. Now you're going to have to tell me what you want to do.
Well, I thought I was a lady.
Well, I actually picked man.
Oh,
I
right.
thought it would be easier to just,
Okay.
associate. You're new at this.
Yeah, okay.
I think if you want to pick a lady, you should play a few games first,
Right.
just to get used to it. You can't just dive. Actually, it's up to you. I should have.
Okay.
I should have respected your wishes.
Never
Should've
mind.
done.
No, I'm too late now.
But I feel like you'll be able to get into character more if
Okay.
you pick a man. That's all.
Thank you.
You've lived 81 years of your life as a man.
No, I'm all
You
right.
can. It's not too late to change, actually.
No, just carry on.
But let's restart.
Stones of the old road disappear in a layer of dust and sun. Oh dear. Did I jump out of the way?
The stones of the old road disappear under a layer of dust and sand. No, so you were following a road,
Which
and
has
now
disappeared.
it's just dust and sand.
Yeah, okay.
At your back looms the great wall of Kare. Ahead there is nothing but empty waste and the night. Now, do we want to ready our sword, look back, or walk on down?
Oh, got to walk on.
Okay, cool. You have no time for backwards glances. Your path lies ahead. You do not need to see the way back, for it is unlikely you will ever return. Do you want to look up at the stars or watch the shadows?
Oh, I've got to watch the shadows.
Always watch the shadows. Peer into the shadows as you walk, expecting a sudden attack. But your fears are quickly borne out. Passing a low hillock, you are suddenly beset by a screaming creature wielding a vicious-looking sword.
My goodness.
It is a marsh goblin.
God, who's
There
ever
is
met a marsh goblin
No
before?
choice but to fight. Okay.
Draw the
So,
sword.
what we do is we can decide how much we want to attack this goblin. Okay. You're more likely to hit if you pick a higher number than him. So, but you will take more damage if he attacks you. So you can either defend, or we can do a jab, a side swipe, or a cut or thrust. How hard do you think we need to attack this goblin, Dad?
I should prefer to run away.
Right, well, in fact, in that case, I'll handle all fighting. Bam, a side swipe. I picked 3, he picked 2.9. That was absolutely perfect. That's exactly what we want. We want to pick higher than him. Bam. Goblin's about to defend a strong attack with voice. I should have read that, actually.
Ooh.
Alright. The goblin looks like it's preparing for a heavy swing. If you can overpower it, you'll hurt Goblin badly. Right, let's try a strong swing. Bam. Goblin is getting wrecked. He's only got 2 stamina left. So we're going to just defend this one. Boink. We've taken 1 damage. And now we're going to attack him for the final charge. The goblin is dead. I'm going to handle this. Don't worry. The marsh goblin hisses through bent teeth and pauses to adjust his tattered armor, unable to disguise the green blood dribbling out from beneath. Oh, he's not actually dead, Dad. I've not actually defeated him. I managed to only do 1 damage. Oh my god, let's just finish him off. Crunch. He is definitely dead now. He gurgles blood as he falls to the dirt.
Okay.
We have succeeded in defeating the goblin. Would you like to search his body, shout at any others, maybe get some more goblins out here, kill them as well, take their stuff, or
leave it?
Leave it.
Move on.
You don't want to search the creature's body?
No.
Fine, let's leave it. You're in charge. You move on, leaving the body for the ants and flies. Goblins aren't allowed very much on them anyway, are they? Marsh goblins. Might be some mouldy sausages or something.
Yeah. Something you'll find.
A marsh goblin. Yeah, you might want to just leave it, honestly. Let's move on. So, we're going to go into the plains. Alright, so every step along the broken road takes you further from safety and into the unknown. Overhead, constellations of magical force turn in the sky. Sar, Urus, and Syphax are in alignment. Now the SUS spell can be cast. So, when you cast a spell, and you can do this. This is interesting.
Wow.
You use the constellations to do so. Okay, so we can always we can do S, U. So it's just U, S, U, S. Bam. So this is a sense danger spell. So it's like you're suspicious.
Yes.
So any time we can cast a spell if we want to sense danger. So you bear that in mind. That's one of our abilities. Okay. So you might think. Sometimes you might want to cast a spell to sense danger. Like maybe if there's like an empty room, you might think, oh, is there going to be a trap in here? Is there going to be a thing that falls from the ceiling and crushes you? You know, is there going to be a log attached to a tree that's going to swing down and hit us?
Yes, that's taken from Tarzan films, I think.
So you cast a spell, weaving the starlight into shape until a voice enters your mind and begins to speak. You are being hunted. Okay, so would you like to hide, or would you like to look around? See who's hunting you?
No, I think I'm going to have to look around, yeah.
You're going to look
I
around.
want to know who it is, what it is.
You whirl around but see nothing. Then you look up. A moment later, a ferocious nighthawk plunges from the sky towards you. Okay, so we're going to have to either roll aside, duck, or draw our sword. Come on, Dad.
Well, I think this is a case where, once again, I'm going to have to draw the sword.
Draw the sword. Okay,
yes.
That's your immediate response. Bam. Would you like to fight, run, or cast a spell?
No, I don't want to cast a spell yet.
You want to fight?
Yeah.
Right, we're going to fight this burb.
Definitely.
You got it. So, this is going to be a much more fearsome opponent. Look, it's bigger than us this time.
That's all right.
So how aggressive do we want to be?
You've got to dive underneath it and chop his legs.
All right. Bam. Oh wow! Look at that. That was what an initial attack. We already took 3 damage straight off the top there. This is a scary opponent, Dad. We're gonna have to let's just do another
Very scary.
medium attack. All right. Bam. We injured it. It beats its strong wings and gains height, gathering momentum for another strike. So we want to defend this. Okay, we've defended against that, and now it's turning in the air, determined to fight. So we want to. So basically, this kind of gives us clues as to how it might be fighting.
Right. Okay.
And I haven't done this for a while, so I'm not really very familiar with how to fight these things. Flexes its claws.
I think you need to show some aggression.
You think?
Yeah.
All right.
It's no good hanging back.
Okay. We're gonna find aggressive. Bam. Wow. Okay. It's almost dead. We're gonna defend one more time, and then. We're losing a lot of health, but I think, do you know what? I haven't played this for a while, so you guys are going to have to just get used to it. I lost 6 stamina in that fight. Actually, that's apparently not a good fight. I can try again if I want to do that better, but we're just going to carry on because it's early in the game, and I'm sure that we can do it. You step away from the fallen creature, but there's no time to rest. 2 more of the creatures overhead shriek and start their dive.
This is the time to start running.
You got it. There's nothing else for it. You run. Then quite suddenly the Nighthawks break formation. Something else is shimmering into visibility. What is it? So do we want to run forward or do we want to move uphill? This is all action-packed, isn't it, Dad? Uphill or do we want to run into this sort of gully? What do you think?
I think we really ought to go up the hill.
Uphill. Bam. Let's find out what's up here. You move up to higher ground, while behind you the strangest of battle ensues. The wing of one Nighthawk snaps upward like a broken branch. A second is ripped into feathers. The remaining birds scatter. There's nothing left but your mysterious saviour.
Wow.
Do we want to say thank you?
Yes.
Do we want to threaten it?
No.
Or do we want to try and stay hidden?
Let's call out thanks. I mean, whatever it is.
There you go. You step forward and call out your thanks to the invisible creature. There is a rush of air in front of you. Whatever it is has landed. You hear the movement of unseen feathered wings, and then at last you understand. The creature is a gold-crested eagle, Dad, from the King's Own Eyrie in Anal Land.
Wow.
Yes. The Eyrie is deep behind the Shaman Tutti wall. So this is an eagle that's come all the way to support us on our journey. Would you like to greet it?
Yes.
Hello. You drop to one knee and bow your head. The bird replies with a similar, much larger gesture, and as it lifts its head, something drops from its beak. It is a message cylinder. What would you like to do?
Well, I think if it's got a message in it, we better read it.
Okay, we'll take it. It is a rolled parchment sealed with the royal seal of the King of Anal Land. We trust these tidings reach you in fair health, but must warn you of impending peril. Your mission is discovered. The Mampang's eyes have spied our plan, and word is on its way to the Dark Fortress. Too late we discovered our unwelcome eavesdroppers, and news of your quest is being carried towards High Saman by the 7 serpents, the Archmage's most trusted servants. By now they will have reached the Backlands, and here they will divide to complete their journey. If you are able, you must seek them out. For they must stop and to rest and eat. Destroy the 7 creatures before they reach their goal, else the Archmage will prepare a deadly welcome for you. Find Shadrach the Hermit for advice, for naught moves through the Backlands without his knowledge. Okay. So we need to we can either thank the eagle, or we can say, where can I find these serpents? I feel like the eagle isn't going to be able to talk to us, though.
No.
And also, the advice is there to find Shadrach.
That's right.
Let's thank the eagle. You look up, but the gold-crested eagle has rendered itself invisible once more. You feel the rush of air as its great wings lift you from the ground. There you go, then you're alone. Shall we destroy this message or keep it?
Well, I think we should destroy it.
Okay, so we need to find Shadrach the Hermit.
Yep.
Excellent. We need to find the 7 serpents and destroy them, Dad. Or else they'll tell High King Saman, and he'll prepare a welcome for us in the form of a pretty devastating army or something. Mm-hmm. We're a little bit like Frodo.
Oh, yes. Frodo.
You know Frodo?
Yeah.
Who's Frodo?
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Not quite sure whether he's an elf or a dwarf or whatever.
He's a hobbit.
Hobbit.
That's right. And what's he doing? What's his quest?
And find the ring and drop it into the mountain.
Correct. That's pretty much what we're going for. And I'm not testing Dad. I'm just wondering if you. I'm just interested in your, because you've seen Lord of the Rings. You enjoyed those movies. They were good, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I'm just interested to know what you took away from it, like a synopsis of the Lord of the Rings.
That's right.
Is an elf or a dwarf had to take a ring into a mountain.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right. So anyway,
throw it back into the
Mount Doom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, I'm already thinking the classic plot hole in Lord of the Rings is, why didn't the eagle just take the ring straight there?
Yeah, why didn't it?
Well, in this case, we're taking a crown instead.
Okay.
The crown of kings. I'm not sure where to, or why, but we are. And I guess it's too big for an eagle to carry. Maybe.
It depends how big the ring is. The
crown. Well, this is what I was thinking. I guess it's just too heavy. You think?
Well, that was a big eagle.
Well, that's what I thought. It killed like a thing that we had trouble killing.
Yeah.
Anyway. How can you hope to locate 7 serpents in such a wilderness? I know, Dad. Doesn't that sound like an insurmountable challenge?
Well, we've got these ability to make wishes, haven't we?
Exactly, we have. We've got a spirit guide walking behind us. Right now, it's taking the shape of the boar, but it will change as we change. So if your behaviour in this game is more noble, maybe it will change to a more noble animal, like a stag.
Right.
Or whereas if you're cunning, maybe it will turn into a raven. Maybe if you're evil,
devious,
it will turn into a snake. Very good. Or a serpent.
Yeah.
Maybe that will know where the other serpents are.
So we've got to make sure we don't get any of those.
So you can ask for the Spirit's aid using the pray button, which is up here. So we can press pray if we want, right up here. The Spirit is the wall. Would you like to pray? Let's pray. Ah. So there we go. The boar spirit healed us up. We're now at 16 health. You see, that's good, isn't it? Now we can't do that every single time.
No. Because have we only got a finite power?
Well, yeah, it takes a little while sometimes to recharge our power. Of course, if we decide that we've made a real big mistake, like we've fallen into a hole, we can rewind a little bit.
Okay.
But I like to play this on. If you die and fall into a hole, game over. Anyway, after about half an hour of walking, you see a deep black line across the earth up ahead and catch your step just in time. You're one pace away from the edge of a sheer cliff. A few loose stones disappear over the edge and clatter away into the dark. So would you like to look for a way down? Would you like rest until daylight?
Well, I doubt very much whether I want to go down in the dark. I might fall over. I think we'll have to rest until daylight.
Okay, let's rest until daylight. You shiver and pull your cloak about yourself. The hour is late enough already. You'll rest here. So, laying down your pack by the cliff edge, you try to settle down despite the cold. You have not yet eaten today, but you have a few provisions remaining. So you will need to eat once a day to avoid hunger, but out here food will be hard to come by. Wow. So, would you like to eat something or not?
It's about time, yes. I'm feeling a bit hungry.
Okay, let's eat something. You eat some cheese and bread, and that's what you had for lunch, and feel much better for it. Then you close your eyes and let your tiredness overtake you. The silence is loud in your ears. Slowly, you are understanding the true loneliness of this place. The bustle and chatter of Kare seem a forgotten dream. Sleep. There we go. The long night is filled with visions. A boy sits on a throne of skulls and swords wearing a crown carved from solid bone. He seems to not notice you, but plays with carved model figurines of goblins, trolls and demons, playing out a war, though he looks bored by it. And even while you sleep, you know the serpents are moving towards Manpan, and every day you spend out here is a day in which your journey may be discovered.
Very true. But we have to rest.
We do have to rest. There you go. So, day one. You used one provision, found some clues. We're at 20 health. Great. Let's have a little break and read some messages, shall we, from the donations. Alex S., thank you so much for your donation. Dad, if you had the option to go back in time or forwards in time, what would you do and why?
What would I do? That's an interesting question. I've never really ever considered it.
Is there anything you'd like to change from your life? Is there any mistakes you've made or anything that you regret?
We all make mistakes, don't we, in life? We all do things for which we're sorry or like to have done something different, but you can't change what's happened, can you?
And that shapes who you are, and you wouldn't be who you are if you hadn't made those decisions.
That's correct, yeah.
Yeah,
right.
There's no point in thinking about that. What
No.
about going forward in time? What would you like to see in the future?
I would like to go forward in time only to know that I could get back.
Right.
I wouldn't like to go and know that I was going to be dropped in the future sometime.
I see. But would you like to... So what kind of future, hundreds of years ahead, what kind of future would you like to see?
Not too far ahead, because one of the things I'd like to see, say in 50 years' time, is how the climate's changed.
Right.
So that I could then come back and tell everyone how silly they're going to be if they continue as they are doing now.
Well, there you go. There's some wisdom for you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Alex S. William Quinn says, this is the first time I've seen Lewis's dad live, and I'm enjoying it. I love his voice. What voice do you have, Dad? Because you've got a bit of an accent, right? Only a little bit. Like when you said drafts.
Drafts, yeah.
Drafts. So I would have called it drafts.
Yeah, well, they do in the south, but I come from the north. Well, no, not the north. No, that's not true. North Midlands.
You come from Derby?
Derbyshire.
I've doxed him again. So that means I've revealed your personal information, you see.
Yeah.
But I don't think anyone's going to mind if they know you're from Derby. So what else do you say differently? But actually, do you know what? You don't really have a very much of an accent. It's only on a couple of words. Because you've lived down south almost all your life, haven't you?
A long time, 50 years, yeah. But the thing is, I still say bus.
Bus?
Butter.
We say bus and butter.
Well, you say bus.
Bass?
It's a different pronunciation, yeah.
I think you're saying it just fine. What about toddy?
Toddy?
Yeah, like a hot toddy.
Hot toddy, oh yes. No, I don't like brisk actually.
Okay, fine. Thank you, Pygmy Possum. Shout out to all of the Pygmy Possums out there. That sounds adorable. Nicholas says, hi, Mr. Brindley.
Hi, Nicholas.
Ian S, thank you very much. Stig Mirren, Dad, have you ever tried to fix Lewis up with a girlfriend? Have you ever tried to hook me up with a lady?
No, I never had the chance.
Okay, you never thought I needed it, is that right?
Well, you always fix it up yourself.
Yeah, do you remember any of my old girlfriends from back at school?
I do remember one or two, yeah.
Yeah, got any stories?
Several,
or
in fact.
Oh, okay. Do you remember?
You were being chased.
Oh, was
considerably.
I? Well, Dad, that's very kind of you to say so. I don't remember that at all.
Oh,
sure
yes, you were. No, you were. I mean, the girls really wanted to know you, yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm sure. Are you not getting me confused with another son, honestly? This seems very kind of you, Dad, but at the same time...
No. No, I mean, it's nice to know, really, Lewis.
Good.
You had this attraction.
Oh, yes, this magnetic personality.
Yeah.
It was all the World of Warcraft and games that I played. I think that did me really well. Ghost Moon 86. Welcome back, Mr. Brindley. Good to see you. Thank you very much.
Oh, good. Well, obviously you've got people who looked several years at this Jingle Jam, haven't they?
Yes, lots of people come back.
Yeah.
Thank you to Betty Boop. He says, or she says, just realised you're the same age as her gran.
Wow.
Whose birthday was a few days ago, so shout out to her gran. Happy 81st.
Yes, happy 81st, Betty.
There you go. Shout out to who's the oldest person we got watching, do you think?
Oh, goodness knows, no idea.
Someone must be watching with their gran or some granddad somewhere around, or perhaps dad.
Oh, well, I'm sure somebody out there who's watching has got grands who are older than me.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
And good luck to you, good luck to them.
Yeah, you were telling me about my gran today. She's doing all right. She's just about...
She's 91.
Well, she's not your mother, obviously.
No.
She's my mother.
It's your gran.
How old?
Not my mother, it's your mother's mother.
Yeah, so she's
91.
She's doing all right.
Yeah, fine. She was 92 and just after Christmas.
Yeah, her birthday is Valentine's Day, which is always a tricky one.
Tricky.
Having a birthday on a day like that, like, 'cause Shin's birthday is on this year. It's always every year. It's on Christmas Eve. So we're actually having a party here in the office for Shin on Christmas Eve this year.
Good.
I've got those cocktail guys to come back, and we're gonna just have a shindig. But I think it's going to be me and Shin and Terps as the only people who are probably going to be there. So okay. we got the cocktail service for 3 of us. It's going to be epic. Sam, thank you very much. Ray says, get this man some gin. You need gin? Are you all right? Do you need gin?
Yes, I do like gin. Yeah.
Okay. Aoife says, do you know how to pronounce that? It's like an Irish name.
Oh yes, that's unusual, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know what it means. I don't know how to pronounce it. Thank you very much. Brona, thank you very much. Lugithia, thank you. Garrett, thank you very much. No McGruff, a big hey y'all from Texas.
Ah.
See, he's watching. I bet it's nice there. Lewis donated. Thank you. I wasn't actually.
That's another Lewis. Yeah.
Cricks,
good
to see you back on the streams, Mr. Brindley. Will you be sticking around for karaoke?
Oh, well, now my voice for singing is not very good.
Okay. What kind of songs might you sing?
No, well, the only songs I would sing are those that were learnt around the campfire as a scout.
Okay, like Kumbaya.
No. I was thinking of the lively ones.
Right, like what? Like, can you?
As I was going to Derby.
Upon a market day.
I saw the biggest ram, sir, that was fed on hay, singing hey Rindle Randle, hey Rindle.
See, I remember this. That was the finest ram, sir,
that ever was fed on hay.
See, that's the song called the Derby Ram, and the reason you remember it is because you have these meetups with your old scout friends from Derby.
Correct.
And the song happens to be themed around Derby, which is obviously why you remember it. Like, you don't remember any of those songs.
Oh, well, yes, of course I do, yeah. One man went to mow a meadow. One man and his dog Spot and sausage roll went to mow a meadow.
Two men went to mow, went to mow a meadow.
Two men, one man and his dog Spot the sausage roll went
and a bottle of pop.
A meadow. Well, you can put that in if you want.
Okay, you don't have to.
In fact, you can put what you like in it.
Thank you. Jesus Christ, I like that. David, thank you very much. He says, yee boy. Thank you, James Has Games. Thank you, Yana Kitten. Thank you, Yana Kitten. Only just got paid, so looking forward to donating.
Yeah, happy Festtag to all. Imperator Benny.
There you go.
Yeah.
Kick it in some more in honour of Mr. Brindley making the trek down. See, you can read all this.
Yeah, good. Thank you, Imperator.
PT says, hello Sir Brindley, been watching and listening to your content for ages. I'm 27 now. Thank you very much. Would love to meet you guys in person. I'm pretty sure I saw Ross a couple of years ago in a bar in Bath, but was too embarrassed to say hi. Well, that was probably Ross, and I'm sure he would have been fine with you saying hi. So we are very approachable. If you see my dad out and about, why not stop him and say, hello, Mr. Brindley?
Yeah.
Would you like that? Would you like to meet a Yognaut out there? One of these nice, generous people?
Yeah, I think most of them probably can recognise you more than me.
I don't know, you're quite iconic with the old crazy hair and stuff.
Yes, now this lady, this Isaac, says that Festtag is German.
Yeah, I guess it means feast/festive day. That's true.
Okay, Isaac, thank you.
Thank you very much. We got people watching from Australia at midnight. Nicola, thank you very much.
West Virginia.
Peel's Cheese,
wow.
Thank you.
Thank you, John.
FW. John FW. Sounds like a real American, doesn't he?
Yeah.
$85 from West Virginia. Country roads, thank you. Gnome, thank you very much. Horse Chabunzo, Merry Crimbus, thank you very much. Mr. Brindley, can you wish this man's friend Andy a Merry Festtag from Connor?
Yes, indeed, definitely.
Just into that camera.
Yes, Andy, a Merry Festtag to you.
From Connor, thank you, Mr. Steve.
From Connor, that's right.
From Connor. Genie
Actually,
in a box.
it's Festtag, isn't it? Let's get it right. It's a Festtag.
It's a Festtag,
yeah,
I suppose.
As in German.
Yeah. Thank you, Genie in a Box. Thank you, Anonymous. Anyone who's anonymous who's donated. Some people like to remain anonymous. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Anonymous.
Dummy Kid says, thank you, Yog Dad, for making Lewis so he could make the Yogscast.
Yes, that's a good thought.
Yeah. Safki says, I'm 21 now, been watching since the Yog Pod first launched. Festtag actually means party day in Norwegian. You went to Norway once, didn't you?
I did, yes.
We talk about it sometimes.
Yeah.
Didn't we talk about this before? You watched the World Cup.
Oh, I watched the World Cup.
In 1966.
66, when
England won.
Correct.
You were in Norway. I remember
I was
that.
in the youth hostel in Oslo.
With a load of random people.
A lot of Germans.
With Germans, and they were fine.
They were fine, particularly when England scored the winning goal. They were fine. Yeah. We did think
there wasn't a fight.
We did think of running away, but actually they were quite happy about it. It was a good game.
It was good. Thank you very much. Thank you. Because we had this summer, we had some Swedes come over from Mojang when we were doing the England versus Sweden football game.
Oh yeah.
And I can't remember if we won or lost, but either way, it was a bit awkward. But actually, they were fine with it because none of us were really that big fans of football, so there was no sort of tension or anything. But it reminded me of that. That's all. Dark Brot mit Mayo. Thank you very much. Frohi Festtag is the Swiss/German way of telling you happy festivities.
Yeah, so it's a word that's common with the North Europeans, obviously.
What I need to do is make more mistakes like that. Because if I make a mistake, like if I say, I don't know what Festtag means, everyone's been donating that to correct me.
Right.
We need to, can you think, so try and make more mistakes if that's possible.
Make more mistakes.
Because then people will correct us and
Okay.
donate money for charity. Anyway, look, we're doing it. We're 11k away from hitting.
So we're really?
Our goal.
Oh, that's jolly good.
Anyway, would you like to play a bit more of this game?
Yeah.
Right. Morning bright brings cold, clear light. You wake up and find yourself lying all but on the edge of a great cliff that plunges down to a rocky floor below. Good thing you did not roll over.
Absolutely. Yeah, well, I never do roll over.
Would you like to look out over the cliff edge or cast a spell?
Why do you want to cast a spell?
Well, sometimes you can cast spells, if you've learned spells before, like in the previous game.
Okay, but then what would we want to cast a spell for?
Well, like Danger Sense. But I think Danger Sense would be, there's a dangerous cliff here. You kind of know there's danger, right? We can sense it.
Well, I mean, you look over the cliff, you know it's a dangerous place.
Yeah, let's see. So, you approach the cliff edge and peer over. The drop is considerable, but the view stretches for miles. Leading away to the left is what appears to be a carved staircase of rough stone blocks. In the far distance, birds wheel and turn. Would we like to look at the view or look at the staircase?
Look at the staircase.
Okay. Carved from the living rock, the steps, perhaps once smooth, are now warped and drilled with holes from the rain, but they lead downwards all the same. How did anyone carve such a slope? What did they stand on to sculpt the stones so high in the air? The top step is covered with a curious bright yellow moss. From across the plain you hear the distant sound of flapping wings. Maybe more of those horrible birds? But nighthawks don't fly when the sun is shining.
Ah.
So would you like to ignore the flapping from across the plain, or look back at the flapping? Do you like birds?
Why can't we look forward?
Well, you can. Ignoring it will look forward.
All right, ignore it.
Okay, we're going to not worry about that. Sounds must travel huge distances across such level grounds. You ignore the screaming birds. In a few moments, they're gone. There you go. So we can gather the moss, we can climb down the steps, or we can look at the view.
Okay. Now, if we go down the steps, will it lead us towards our goal?
I think so.
So we'll climb down the steps.
Okay, cool, let's go. You stride onto the ancient stone staircase, trusting it will not crumble beneath your weight. Then, one pace at a time, you make your way slowly down into the sunken lands below. Boom, halfway down these steps. Okay. Clamber down the ancient stairs. It's painstaking work, as every step is about the height of your own body. Must have been the giants who built these steps.
Crumbs.
Then, about halfway down, you're forced to stop. The steps below have fallen to rubble. What would you like to do? Would you like to look at the remaining stairs? Would you like to cast a spell? Or we can make a move.
Well, if we cast a spell...
Well, this is only really Danger Sense. If you just think we've only got the Danger Sense spell, don't worry about it.
All right.
So what do you want to do? Look at the steps or make a move?
Well, we'll have to make a move.
Okay.
Maybe we're just looking at the steps.
Okay, well, we can either jump or turn back.
Well, I've always been a good jumper.
Boom. Off we go. Whew. You rush headlong off the edge of the staircase and fall far and fast onto broken stones. Oof. This is going to be a bad one, I think. You land badly, and for a moment you're afraid you've broken your ankle, but you managed to stand.
Okay.
You did like a Zelda roll.
Uh-huh.
The foot of the cliff is punctured by little holes, perhaps the warren of hill foxes, or whatever equivalent creature inhabits these barren wastes.
Yeah.
So do you want to look back up at the cliff, across the plain, or move on?
Move on.
Okay. This then is the plain of Badubak. An endless expanse of dust, broken only by the thin outline of an ancient road. No one from Anal Land has been here. No one even knows what happened to this place. Once, it was the Archmage's country, his fields and paddocks, but now it is too barren to even be a place of death.
That's a bit unlikely.
So we've got lots of choices. We can... Why is this thing not going away? It's quite ridiculous. We can go to...
Follow the path.
We can follow the cliff down here. Okay? Follow
Yep.
the cliff path. We can go on down to the old road. We can go into the plain. Or we can go follow the cliff into what looks like some tar pits. What do you fancy there? Tar pits, plains, barren wasteland, a road, or along the cliffside, cliff edge?
I think we should follow the road.
Along the road.
Yeah.
Right. Whee! Bam. Off we go. Along the road. So, you leave the shadow of the cliff for the road cutting across the plain. As the sun climbs towards its zenith, the winds pick up. From here, the path is uncertain. Badubak is a wasteland, and there is no path through the great ridge that forms its eastern border. Would you like to say, well, the forest of Snatter is uncharted, or the Zanzunu peaks in Mampang seem remote. Yes. I feel like this isn't so much a choice as a little bit of information.
Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, we got to cross them, I guess.
Yeah.
So, you know, they may seem remote, but
they do.
Soon get there.
And yet a way must be found. When the Archmage sent his birdmen to steal the crown of kings, they flew. But you must walk.
Okay.
The path beckons. There is no alternative. The future of the old world depends on you finding your way across this lonely dust bowl. So we've got more choices now. So we can strike out into the desert that way. We can head north into the wasteland. We can go to a blasted tree. We can go further along the road, or we can go to this cliff that's marked. So much choice.
Yeah. Well, if we're going to get anywhere, I think we've got to go north.
You've got to go north up here?
Yeah.
Okay, do you want me to like scroll out a bit? So this is far further away. So here's the Badu back range of mountains. Okay. This is obviously a mountain range here, but it looks like there's a path up it to the top. This is the Klataban Steppes over here. This over here is mountains as well. There's the Horns of Iklala. This must be Lake Iklala. So there might be ways through here. There seems to be a path that sort of ends here. Maybe there's a way through these mountains. We don't know, but they're very high.
If we go back to where we are,
I mean, look at this, and up north, of course, is this desert. That looks like a town or some sort of. You see, I mean, we've got a basic map. So if we're heading north, you see that there's like some sort of. That looks like a telescope, doesn't it? And then there's the tar pits or a water hole.
There's a bridge over in the far side.
There's a bridge up there, yeah, broken though.
Oh yes. And is that a river?
That looks like a dry river, so maybe we can walk down it.
Yeah.
What do you think, huh? What are your thoughts at the moment? North? You want to go north?
Were we ever given a map to begin with?
This is our map, yeah.
This is our map. Oh, where's the ultimate?
Oh, the ultimate destination, I think, is up here. Here. This town here.
Right, okay.
So we need to go to that town, and we can either go kind of this way or that way.
Yeah.
But we might have to go all over the place, because you never know, we might have to go through all these 4 areas, because there could be snakes anywhere, Dan.
Anywhere. Okay, well, if we go up north and hit the first road and go right.
North it is. Let's go. Okay, through the wasteland.
Yeah.
You leave the road and walk out onto the desolate plain. The sun has reached its highest point now. Out of the shade, the air is baking hot. You crest a low rise and look down across the barren waste, offering something of a view. Would you like to look north, east, or south?
North.
Okay, let's look north. Looking north, a deep dark gash seems to cut across the land. It must be a fissure of some kind. Okay, so we want to make a move north, do we? Alright, so we can go directly north onto the North Road, or we can go northwest towards this sort of ruined area thing. What would you like to pick?
I think we've got to go down here.
Oh, you're thinking this way? Oh, I didn't look at east. I thought you...
Well, I didn't want to look north first of all, but it looks as though the north way is going to be difficult to get across.
Well, I see.
So if we move across to the north...
You think the North Road?
Northeast, that's it. Then follow that road back.
Okay, you got it. You walk on across the plain until you meet the edge of an old road. Heat beats down from an empty sky. Away from the road on the northeast is a curious stone tower overlooking the canyon.
Yeah, that's that tower. Well, why do we want... We don't really want to go there, do we?
We need to look at something in the landscape.
Do we?
Well, it's worth... Well, do you know what? You can do whatever you want. What, we're just going to drive around?
Yeah.
Alright, fine. You want to go this way? We've gone... So we've sort of just cut across this desert here. And now we're going to go down here, aren't we? We could have just gone to the tree and passed.
We could, but then we didn't really know what the whole of the map was like.
No, sure. That's true.
We didn't really know we didn't know where we were going to begin with.
Okay. Oh my God.
So we've done a bit of a detour.
Okay. What would you like us to do? Would you like to visit the tower? Would you like to go to the east?
No, yeah, go to the east.
Okay. Down the road.
Down the road, and a bit further.
Let's stick to this plan. The ground underfoot turns into rocks and scree. The sun begins to dip, heading towards the horizon. From somewhere close at hand, a strange whistling noise catches your attention.
Wow. Move on.
Amazing. You move hurriedly onwards. The path leads in 2 directions from here. You've still not found Shadrach the Hermit. If he lives out here, he must have some shelter of some kind. Where do you think Shadrach the Hermit might live?
Well, it looks at that little house that's fallen apart. It
This
might
thing?
be that, yeah.
Shall we go here?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's find out. You make your way over the rocks and boulders, following the trail where you can and scrambling the rest of the way. The sun is sinking and the sky is turning bruised purple. It will be night soon.
Again, Craig, I've been walking all day.
You pause to rest in the shadow of a large rock spire that sticks from the dirt like a claw through cloth. What would we like to do? We'd like to look at the rock or look around the plain?
I think we've got to look at the rock because he might be there.
Right. The rock is a single shattered spire, perhaps once part of the mountain range to the east, or perhaps driven up through the ground by some geological quirk. At the base of the rock is the mouth of a cave. The remains of an ancient fire pit still visible to one side. So there's a fire pit, we can look inside the cave, we can look around the plain, we could cast our danger sense spell, or we could move on.
We have to look inside the cave.
Okay, you want to look straight into the cave.
Yeah.
You approach the cave with one hand on your blade. The cave appears to go back some distance into pitch blackness. Someone seems to have scratched a message into the rock inside the cave. It is only just legible and must be ancient.
Oh dear, got to read it.
Read the scratched message. Stranger, I am waiting very long ago. Summon you. Call my name to the skies, and I will. Dot, hyphen, something, Adra. Oh my gosh, what does that mean? What does that mean?
It means he was not strong enough to write his full name.
What was the hermit called?
Forgotten.
I think it was... Shall we try calling out a name?
Yeah, if we can.
What name should you call? Throth, Shadrach, or Analand?
Analand. What was his name? Can you remember the hermit's name?
Was it one of those 3?
I think it was.
Which one was it?
The last one.
That's where the eagle came from, Analand.
Ah.
Throth or Shadrach?
Shadrach, Meshach and Abednego. One of the Old Testament people.
Right, was it?
Yeah.
Is this a Bible reference?
Yeah.
Would you like to try that?
Yeah.
It was this. His name was Shadrach, I seem to remember. But I don't know if this is going to work. Shadrach! Would you like to shout that? You don't have to. You cry the name across the plains, and the echo of it seems to set off a distant avalanche. The ground begins to shake and rumble, and you stagger to your knees. The very earth is moving, as though it was splitting or merging back together. You reach down to steady yourself, only to find that grass is growing between your fingers.
Right. That's strange that the grass should be growing.
Look what happened! Oh my goodness! What's going on? Everything's all green. You pick yourself up unsteadily to your feet, feeling sick and unwell. Everything around you is the same, but everything is different. The rock has 2 spires for one thing, the cave is smaller and darker, and the fire pit outside a fire is burning. Inside, there's singing.
Note, gentle sound of singing.
Yeah. Would you like to approach the fire, listen, or slip away?
I am all for listening.
Okay. You stop and listen. Oh, hang on a second. I'm just going to tell these guys to shut up. Shut up!
You shut up!
Oh my god, they're so noisy in there. Can you hear them all the time, laughing away? No fun in this office.
All those other people.
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Stop and listen.
All right. So we're doing it. We're listening. The singer is a man with a voice like gravel moving over ice.
It's not quite what we said. It was said it was a gentle singing.
It did sound like a gentle singing,
Yeah.
but maybe it is a gentle singing.
That's the way, that's gentle for them. Okay.
He sings in a language you do not recognize, but the melody seems to soothe your soul.
How splendid.
Would you like to approach the fire?
Yes.
Okay. You approach the fire. So, do we want to call out for Shadrach, or draw our sword?
No, we've got to call out Shadrach.
Okay. Shadrach, you cry. I'm here. Would you like? You should do the voice.
Yeah, I am here.
The singing stops abruptly. There's a coughing and wheezing sound, and then an old man hobbles out from the cave, limping on a stick. This must be Shadrach himself.
Ah, it's you.
He declares. Sorry, this is him. Ah, it's you, he declares.
I have been expecting you.
He waves a hand around the landscape. So here he is. This is a picture of him, Shadrach. Yeah. So this is a picture from the book.
Yeah.
So these were originally books.
Right.
Books, and what they were. Do you remember these books, Dad?
Yeah, I do remember
as a
them,
kid.
Yeah.
Because the guy who wrote the Lone Wolf series, his kid went to my school.
That's right.
And he left all of these books to the library.
Yeah.
His name was Joe DeVere. He basically did a load of these books. They're actually available on an iPad now. I was playing one like a couple of weeks ago. And so he donated his entire series to our primary school. Now I was about 9 years old. And these were a little bit too old for me. They're a bit kind of
at the time.
They were a bit gruesome. Some of them were a bit sort of dangerous.
Yeah.
So anyway, you can ask, what was that magic? You know who I am? Or welcome back.
Well, presumably you know who I am.
I think so. He says, I do indeed. I know your mission, of course. I know all about you. And you know about me, I hope. My name is Shadrach. So we can ask him, what do you know of me? I need to talk to you. We threaten him for information.
Well, I think we need to talk to him, don't we? Because we're supposed to be getting his help.
All right. Okay. I need to talk to you, you begin. I believe you can help me. I believe I can, he nods. I must warn you that no one from Anal Land has ever crossed the Backlands alone and survived. So what would you like to ask? Would you like to ask any of these questions?
Yes, but what are the dangers?
Right, well, there are bound to be many. This land is cursed. The very rocks and earth here are lost. Things become unstuck. And now you have become unstuck yourself.
Oh, I do not understand.
Well, look. The old world and the ancient world have grown together like thorny bushes. To journey through one is to journey through the other.
Well.
Do you understand any of this?
No.
Would you like to ask more questions?
Yes.
I think we've gone back in time.
Obviously.
Obviously.
The ancient world.
Yes, Ishtara, the place that was. My home, where you are now. So he's like, the fields of grass that have replaced the desert. This is like some sort of curse. Well, you think it might be a curse.
Yeah.
You can say, how did this curse come to be? This land was cursed by the Archmage to be forgotten. And so it has been. And so it will be. Not long now, and all you see will be gone. Only timeless desolation will remain. You don't understand, do you? You don't understand. A land is alive. A land is a spirit. When people cease to begin in the land, believe in the land, it disappears. As surely as a treasure disappears when it is lost into a hole. Anal Land.
Anal Land. Can the curse on the land be lifted?
I do not yet know. For me it has not been cast yet, but few curses I have ever seen are forever. So he's thinking that if we can lift the Archmage's curse, this land will return to the way it is. It won't be a desert anymore, okay? Friend, I wish I did not have to go, but I must if I am to close the circle. What would you like to say?
Farewell then, and thank you.
We will meet again. It is my intention, at least. I have one more thing for you in there. Travel well. Remember, when you walk through the fields of Ishtara, you are safe from the serpents. But if you do not return to your own time, you will never defeat them.
Okay.
You understand? So this land is lush and safe and fertile and nice, but it's a false promise. It's not real. It's just cursed. It's an image of what once was before the curse fell on it.
Yeah. Well, can we use our ability for wishes to to raise the curse.
You ask him, how can you travel between the lands? Look to the beacons. If any have survived into your time, they will hold some of our ancient light. There is one to the north of here, by the river. Go there. Reaching over, he places his hands on either side of your head, and you feel a great lightness entering your body. That done, he turns and stamps away across the grass. You can call out, you can follow him, or you can let him go.
Let him go.
Let him go. It's an old man. He leaves, heading west across the plains and fading into the hazy dust. You muse on what you have seen. There is more to the backlands than it first appeared. You're left alone by the cave mouth once more. So do we want to look inside the cave, look around the plain?
Move on.
Move on. You make your way back. He did say there was one thing in the cave for you, didn't he? You fool. Anyway, to the north, you catch a glimpse of the tower Shadrach mentioned, covered in green ivy. West, you notice a young tree that surely wasn't there before. So that must be the blasted tree that was previously blasted. Yeah. I kind of want to roll back actually, but
no,
we're not going to. We're going to carry on because this is how we roll. I'm sure there was something else in that cave.
All right. Well, in that case, rewind.
Do we want to rewind? Nah, we'll be all right. We'll be all right. I don't think we're going to need it anyway. It was probably just some food or something, or I doubt it was like a golden sword that was going to flip him well. I'm going to let you play. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Right. So what would you like to do? Would you like to explore this strange land? Now, look, you see, it's like a kind of strange curse, isn't it? You see, and he's telling us that to the north, along the river, possibly here, there's some sort of ancient magic. Maybe that will take us back to our world.
Okay.
But there's a tree here. You see, the tree's changed. Do you want to go there instead? But it also says there's a whirlpool to the north. That's bizarre.
Not particularly, no.
Which one do you want to go? Tree, whirlpool?
No, let's go to the north, to the tower.
Well, we have to go to either the tree or the whirlpool to go north. Do you hear what I mean?
Yeah.
Which one would you like to go to?
Straight up into north.
The whirlpool.
Past the whirlpool.
Can't go to the... Dad, we have to pick one of these flags. We're going to have to pick this one. It says whirlpool. We're just going to have to do... You make your way over the grass-covered rocks and boulders, following the trail where you can, and scrambling the rest of the way. The sun has almost set, and the sky has turned a deep purple. Soon it will be dark. The dusty plains have been transformed into fields, and the grass here is littered with rocks that have tumbled down from the mountain range to the east. Once again, a high whistling noise reaches your ears from the other side of the rock.
Move on.
Move on. All right, cool. Whatever it is, it's probably a trap. Right, we're going to go straight to the tower. All right? Bam. Let's do it. Up this mountain towards this tower. Okay. You head out across the prairie. Night falls. You should find somewhere safe to sleep. If you keep going through the night, you'll be weaker for it, especially walking so long with an empty belly. You approach the stone tower until you stand at its base. We can look up at the tower, we can walk around the tower, we can have a listen, or we can move on.
You walk around the tower.
All right.
We've got to see what it is.
You walk around the tower looking for a door, but find nothing. Perhaps it is simply hard to see in the dark. Feeling for the stones of the tower, however, you find it's covered in shaggy gripweed, hooked deep into the cracks between the stones. It is probably secure enough to climb. Would you like to look up the tower, rest outside, climb up, or move on?
Dog, rest outside.
Okay, you got it. There is no shelter near the foot of the tower, but you find a spot on the leeward side to curl up under your cloak. You've eaten nothing today, but you only have one ration left.
Well, we've got to eat something.
Well, you don't have to. I mean, you're at full stamina, Dad. You're very hale and hearty.
Well, we haven't eaten anything all day, have we?
Let's eat something, sure. Taking the last of your provisions from your pack, you fill your empty stomach and try not to think about what you're going to eat tomorrow. Then you lie back and try to forget your troubles. Your dreams quickly become nightmares. There is a rope around your neck growing tighter. The king of Anal Land stands before you, cursing you for your failure. You were sent for the crown, he spits, but instead you wandered the wilderness like a fool.
Oh.
Are you going to try and protest or explain?
Explain.
Oh. You open your mouth to explain, but you cannot speak. You cannot even find words to breathe. Would you like to try and claw at the rope or beg for mercy?
Claw at the rope.
You reach up to your throat to claw away the rope, to find it as swelled to be as thick as your arm, as though submerged under water. One end of the rope splits and bites your hand. It is no rope, but a snake. Your eyes flick open. A despair snake is wrapped around your throat, breathing its miserable breath into your eyes.
Draw your sword.
Draw my sword. A despair snake indeed. Snake leaps back from you, baring its fangs. Let's do a ponderous attack. Sideswipe. There we go.
Sideswipe.
Oh, the snake disappears into the shadows. It's you keep your guard high. Who knows? We're going to defend then. It might try and ambush us. Oh, okay. It disappeared. You curl up into a crouch. The despair snake coils around you, hissing but not connecting. Your thoughts are filled with old age and disease. Oh my God. Okay. Let's do a strong here and see if we can overpower it as it comes in. Crunch. Oh, I think it just wants. Oh, it lifts up, baring its mighty fangs. You know it to be an impossible enemy. You cannot hope to survive. Oh my gosh. Despair snake. There we are. We defended against it. That was good. The despair snake strikes. Pull itself away. Okay, let's do a little medium attack. All right. It's defending a lot. This thing. You try to keep going as the snake winds away, swinging up from a low crouch. You can't really hope to its head. All right. Let's just do another attack then.
Yes.
Oh.
Sideswipe.
Wow, that was a big attack.
Quick.
We messed up. Wow, we took some damage there. Let's try again. Okay, that was good. It spits and coils up, you lose track of it. But then again, does it matter where it is? I think we might need to do a big attack to see if we can finish it off. Bam! There we go. We finished it off. That was good. 3 stamina left, lost. Competent combat. With a final heartfelt sigh, the despair snake falls to the ground and promptly expires. As though simply giving in. You suddenly feel much better.
Splendid.
You gasp with relief. As you clean your blade on the skin of the split snake, something falls out of its belly. It's a key!
God gracious.
Would you like to look at it, take it, or leave it?
Well, I think we're going to take it.
Okay, you're going to take it. You pick it up, wipe it clean, and put it into your pack. It's unlikely you'll ever find the lock it opens, but if you do, it'll be a most pleasant surprise. There we go. Fantastic. So yeah, day 2, Dad. We ran out of provisions. We did reach the pit of the Backlands, and we did meet
Shadrach the Hermit. Yeah, we've had a long day.
It's been a busy one. It's been a busy day. Below the Southern Tower. Thank you very much to Madia on Fire, watching from Boston, Massachusetts. That's
wow.
Staying at home ill.
Yeah.
I hope you're feeling better. Mihai Tron, I'm donating the money to Special Effects. Thank you very much. Henning, here's a bit of gold for your journey. He gave us 25 bucks, charity. Sticky says, I'm a charity goblin.
Well, we don't dislike him, he just doesn't like us.
Yeah, we don't dislike goblins. Michael Forsyth, thank you very much. Rain, thank you very much. Patrick.
Padrick.
Yeah, it's like
Patrick, that's
like an Irish sort of name, yeah. Hehe, 5,000. Dad, what do you think of the Yogscast Jingle Jam?
Well, Yogscast gin. I haven't tasted it yet, but I'm looking forward to it.
There's a bottle in there. I noticed you eyeing it up.
Well, no, I did. I'm waiting.
The Aimless donated. Thank you very much. The Rapid Raccoon donated. Thank you very much. Nico donated. Happy holidays to everyone. Thank you very much. Suro the Death. Suro the Death is from Sweden.
All right.
His English isn't great.
Hello.
He says, "Hello there, gentlemen. Louis, Dad. Sorry for not remember the name. Can you look at Louis and say, oh dear, young boy?" Can you look at me and say that?
Oh dear, young boy.
Thank you.
Have a happy Christmas.
Thank you, Dad. And same to all of you guys out there as well. A Real Donkey has donated. This is my favourite stream of the year, even if I was a bit late. Thank you very much. Panos says hi, he's from Greece. You've been to Greece before, haven't you?
Yes, I have been. Nice country.
Whereabouts have you been in Greece?
Oh, we went to Crete, we've been to Amorgos, we've been to Naxos.
Do you remember going to Greece with me? Do you remember taking me on holiday to Greece?
Did we take you to Greece?
You took
Crete.
You took me to Rhodes.
Oh, Rhodes we did. Yes, you were little lad then, very little lad.
Do you remember what happened?
Yes, we kept running into the sea.
I don't remember that. What else happened?
You tried to stop the sea coming in.
Right.
Like Canute.
Okay, like Moses.
Yes.
And how did that work out?
But then it came and overtook you, so you had to run back again.
Okay. Well, that's good to know.
It was.
Anonymous, thank you very much.
Mrs. Brindley donated £35. Okay.
Mrs. Brindley, yeah, make sure you two boys stay out of trouble. I'm baking you a delicious pie when you come home. That is definitely not Mum, is it? I don't think Mum really bakes things, does she?
You should visit more often.
Thank you. Mini Sigma, that's definitely not Mum, and she's asking me to visit.
Oh, again, Festag.
Happy Festag.
Cheers from Berlin. Yeah, thank you.
Kat has donated. Thank you, Mr. Lewis's dad, for your endless words of wisdom. There you go.
Well, I'm not, no, no, no.
James Church. Hi, Lewis's dad. I went to the same school as Lewis, although I started a year after he left. Do you have any good stories of Lewis at King Edward VI Grammar School?
Yes, yes. Well, the only good story, we've told it before, haven't we?
What is it?
You remember when you dyed your hair blonde?
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, for charitable event it was. And Lewis dyed his hair blonde. One moment he was black, the next minute he was blonde.
Yeah, and that sticks out in your head as
absolutely,
moment.
Yeah.
I was there for 7 years.
I know you were.
We've got one moment. You remember taking...
Well, that's the biggest one, really.
Thank you. If only there was some pictures of that. I think I did promise last time, Skadura, to show that picture if I could dig it up, but I looked on my Facebook and it's not there.
Yes.
But you said you had a picture of me with blonde hair somewhere at home.
Did I? I don't recall it. No.
Maybe I'll post it this Christmas actually when I go home. Because
it'd be a good idea if you can find it.
Do some like throwback pictures. Laura Flower donated £100. Thank you very much. That's 100.
Oh, well
Do you
done.
remember Hundo?
Hundo. Oh, Hundo. Yes.
Good. Michael.
Well done, Laura.
Michael Hagen. I love Chen Fan.
Max Versteeg.
If you are able to pronounce my surname correctly, I will denote another $10.
Oh, right. Merry Christmas, happy Festag. Again, Festag.
Max.
From Max.
You said Versteeg.
Well, not Max. We can. I'm sure I can pronounce Max correctly.
Right.
But I'm not
sure he's going to give us a $5 for half of it. I didn't have the full locks. Look at what he's done. You see over there. You see on the screen, Dad.
Yeah.
He's given me lovely blonde hair.
Wonderful.
Do you see? Is that what I look like?
The only thing is that you didn't have the beard then.
Right. Okay, that was the only difference.
Can you take the beard off?
I think that's going to require quite a bit of Photoshop.
Well, you put the hair on.
Well, I suppose, but removing things is not quite.
That was good.
Thank you very much, Burned. Mr. Brindley, do you recall the day Lewis pushed his first victim? Do you know what? You don't know anything about that. Don't worry about that.
I don't know that.
Johnny M. Good afternoon, Lewis and Mr. Brindley. I'm currently nursing a Christmas party hangover, and this stream is very relaxing, so thank you. Do you have a hangover cure recommendation?
Stay in bed.
Stay in bed. What do you reckon? What's your morning? What time do you get up these days?
7 o'clock.
What do you have for breakfast?
Well, it could be egg, it could be porridge, it could be a croissant, it could be flakes.
What kind of flakes?
Let's see, not cornflakes, fruit and fibre together with some sort of oat mixture. I don't just have one, there's a couple of my oat type.
Do you remember waking me up early in the morning to go to school on freezing cold mornings and cooking me breakfast?
I don't ever recall, did I? I'm sure I never cooked your breakfast.
Yeah, maybe beans on toast all the time, Dad.
Beans on toast all the time?
I think I had beans on toast most mornings, didn't I? You woke me up.
Cheese on toast, perhaps egg on toast?
Yeah, I think. Don't you remember doing that? You did for years. Crikey. Don't even remember doing it. I think you were maybe sleepwalking then, in fact.
Could be.
Maybe it was just, just sleepwalking. Thank you very much, Johnny M. Thank you, Pavlova Face. Oh, I love a Pavlova. Thank you, Christy and Lisa, in memory of Lisa's dad, who didn't understand video games. Definitely would have understood watching people play them. Regardless, thank you for your $63, Christy and Lisa.
Thank you, Christy and Lisa.
Bottle Gnomes has donated. He's donated $15. Glad to see Lewis and Dad back.
Wow, yes, he's done well.
Mark Nudelo says, cheers from Cincinnati, Ohio. Lewis and Dad. Mr. Brindley, here's a question. What is your donut review name?
Donut review?
So...
Explain.
Imagine you had a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
where you made videos like we do. You know, we're called the Yogscast.
Yeah.
But Terps has got a donut review channel where he reviews donuts.
Oh, right.
So it's like a video of him going, so I'm eating this donut, it's crunchy, it's got good flavour. His donut channel name is 4K Sugar Glazed.
Oh, 4K.
Because it's sugar glazed. And Shin is Donut Dude HD. Okay, so mine is Baby Bites.
Baby Bites, yeah.
So what do you think your donut review name would be? Do we need to get Terps
Jammy.
in here? Just Jammy. Jammy.
Jammy.
Like jammies, because you're kind of in your PJs. Because you're... And
No,
slippers.
no, simply because I like the jam in the donut.
Okay, Jammy. So Jammy. I like it. No, that works. That's good. Just Jammy. I reckon you could pull it off. Sounds a bit like Limmy.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Jerry Creamy.
Well,
thank you, Jerry. Another $20.
Thank you, Jerry Creamy. Yes, thank you, Jerry Creamy. Thank you, Charity Boy. Thank you, Kim with a D. Mr. Brindley. Thank you very much. Mantine. Happy holidays. Thank you very much. Mark Nudalo. Thank you, Haywood Jablomi.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Again. Yeah.
Thank you, Mia. Thank you, Karsten.
Now, Festtag is not German. Festtag
With
can be
two
said
T's.
Two
German.
T's. Ah.
But normally they say Viertag.
Now, where is Karsten from then?
He must be from Germany or maybe Belgium. Who knows?
Yeah.
Lowry Letipu is from somewhere else. He says Festtag is
Reichsspiel.
the language spoken in the Empire in the Warhammer universe.
Oh, really?
That's where it actually comes from. Meteorad, been a fan for many years. Don't have time to watch anymore, but love you guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Cranky old English dude. I thought I was done, and then you brought on Mr. Brindley. There you go. Good thing to show that the older generation can still teach the younger generation a thing or two. Thank you very much. The Rooking Man, thank you. Christopher Robin, thank you. TK has donated. Jack has donated. Yarrick Harson, thank you very much. Timothy Weldon, this one's for Kitty 0706. We can fight leukemia together.
Oh, thank you, Livid Soda.
Thank you very much, Livid Soda. Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Bum Jovi, Godjol from Norway.
Again, Vestag from Norway. Yeah.
Thank you, Sobra, who's donated $50, and Ollie Bradley. Thank you very much. Thank you, Shy. Thank you, Big Fan. Thank you, Fungus. Hug your dad. Chat demands hugs.
Chat demands hugs. Yeah.
We'll maybe hug if we can reach our target. How about that? We're going to be back in 5 minutes because we've been going for an hour and a half. Then we'll be back. We'll do a couple more days of Sorcery 3. See where it takes us.
Yes.
See where this adventure is going because we've really only taken our first steps.
We might be successful.
I'm not sure we're going to be able to complete the game today, but at least we'll be able to see where it takes us. We might just get killed by a snake or something and slowly bitten on the bum and poisoned to death.
We must make sure we don't lose our stamina.
Right, yes. But having eaten all of our food, I'm sure...
Could we not cook the snake that we killed?
Great thinking, Dad. Great thinking.
Snake meat's quite tender, you know.
Is it?
Mm.
Be right back, everyone. See you soon. Hello.
Hello, we're just enjoying a cup of tea.
Sorry, I'm just sorting out Dad a cup of normal tea, inverted commas.
As opposed to...
There's a cupboard full of incredibly fancy and lovely, nice, delicious green teas and chais and herbal teas and mulled
Provided
tea.
you like that.
And yes, shooting normal tea. There is a dirty plastic container with some sticky label on it. It's put normal tea on it.
Normal tea.
That is Yorkshire tea. Normal caffeinated tea.
Fine Yorkshire tea.
I put some cow's milk in it.
I should think all those who are looking, who live in Yorkshire, will be delighted to know that I'm drinking Yorkshire tea. Beautiful.
I'm glad you like it.
You're only drinking water.
Well, I didn't have time. I'm making you the tea. Actually, it doesn't take anything.
Thank you, Lewis, making me the tea.
Cracking me. Right, nice. Let's resume our game, shall we?
Yeah.
So,
we've run out of provisions. We've left the snake behind. We ought to have cut it up and taken it with us.
Yeah, we ought to, really.
That's a shame we didn't do that.
So, we're waking up at the bottom of this tower.
Yeah, well, it's night time, isn't it?
And it was night time. It's now morning. So we slept through. We woke up, of course, because the snake was trying to grip us.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But we fought it off bravely, and we can either look for a door in the tower, we can tug on the gripweed, we can look at the river, we can see if we can climb up. What would you like to do?
Well, we can't move on or climb up. We can't climb up if we don't know if there's no door. We've got to look for the door first.
Okay. You walk in a full circuit, hoping to find a doorway, but there's nothing to see. The tower's sides are made of solid stone, if indeed it even is a tower. From the very top, though, something metal glints in the sunshine. What are you thinking, Dad? What's going through your head?
What's going through my head is perhaps we could cast a spell and find out what is on the top that's glinting.
Right. I think we only have the one spell, but let's just see. Maybe there's other spells in our spellbook? Maybe not, though.
Well, all right. Let's save the spell for later then.
Casting spells, Dad, is quite complicated.
All right.
You've seen Game of Thrones,
Too complicated.
Right? Have you watched Game of Thrones?
Shall we need to save any spell making until we find ourselves in an extremely dangerous position?
Well, or a position we're unsure about.
Yeah.
So with this might be dangerous, but I think we know it's dangerous because climbing stuff is going to be dangerous. But we're a young, bold adventurer.
Well, yes, you are. I don't know about me.
Oh, okay, that's a good point. So would you like to look at the glint, tug the gripweed, or see if you can climb up?
What would be the point of gripping the toeweed?
Well, you could see if it's securely attached to the tower.
Yes. No, I don't see any purpose in doing that whatsoever. Or look at the river. Why do you want to look at the river?
I don't know. I'm not the adventurer. You can look at the river if you want to do any of these things.
Move on.
All right, Jesus. The weed seems to grow all the way to the top, and its roots are firmly anchored into a million tiny cracks in the stone. So we're going to climb the gripweed up this tower. Okay? Quickly, you grab the gripweed, scramble up the outside of the tower. The roots of the thick plant offer plenty of footholds, and the ascent is easy enough. Soon, you're hauling yourself over the battlements onto the top of the tower. What were you worried about? Huh? What were you worried about? Just saying. What were you worried about? Worried about nothing. Worried about...
Well, this gripweed, it could easily have come off and you could fall off.
You stand atop the tower. The wind across the grassland whips at your hood, and the ground seems like an endless green sea far below.
I thought it was desert.
Well, no, because we're in the illusion, remember?
Oh. The whole thing's an illusion.
Or the curse. We're in the cursed.
Ah.
We're in what it should be, but it's got that curse on it, and we're looking through the curse. Do you remember? Anyway, the idea at the moment is we're trying to find an ancient artifact that will take us back into the normal desert.
Okay.
So we're back into the real world, but you never know. Well, we're just looking for the serpents, really. We're looking for any information we can get. So we can either look at the view, look at the contraption, which looks like a telescope to me,
yeah, it does,
or climb down.
Well, let's look at the contraption.
This tower was clearly built to house the brass contraption at the centre of the turret. You look it over with curious interest. A large brass cylinder. It is set into a bearing in the centre of the tower and protrudes a short way over the battlement. It is rather like one of the chief mage's telescopes, but why would anyone set such a complex device out here in the wastes? Would you like to look through it, or try and move it?
Of course, look through it.
If you see a telescope, Of course. You crouch to look through the cylinder, but you cannot, as it has no eyepiece. The near end disappears, unbroken, into the brass mounting of the device. The bearing underneath the cylinder looks as though it might allow the contraption to move. Furthermore, the set in the central dome is an impressive-looking blue crystal. So you can't look through your device.
Telescope. Device, yes.
It doesn't seem to be any eyepiece.
Oh, that's
it
very
just
odd.
it just doesn't have like it's like a telescope, but there's nowhere to look into it.
Yeah, okay.
So you could look into the blue crystal instead, or move the cylinder. What would you like to do? So the bearing underneath the cylinder is the big telescope, by the way. So would you like to move the telescope, or would you like to look at the blue crystal?
I think if this crystal was any normal crystal ball, we should be able to see something in it.
Okay, good point. The blue crystal is not a gem you recognise. It pulses with a small interior glow, as though something lived inside. So you can either take the crystal or move the telescope.
Take the crystal.
Okay, cool. You touch the crystal, but as your fingers brush the glass, something happens, and you feel yourself whipped up into the air. For a dizzy moment, you seem to stare down at the entire land of Badubak. Then a moment later, you're back on your feet, head reeling, but feeling curiously powerful.
Wow.
What do you want to do? Do you want to touch the crystal again?
Yeah.
You flew up in the air.
Yeah, well, I felt powerful, maybe twice as powerful now.
Okay. You reach out to touch the crystal again, only to catch yourself. The blue crystal on the contraption is flashing brilliantly, and then suddenly, the cylinder ignites with a thick beam of syrupy light. The beam floods across the landscape, cutting through the mists and warping the view like a heat haze. Wow. What's going on? What is going on?
Yes. Can we ask that question?
Oh my gosh. So the telescope here is looking out, and the land in the light of the beam has changed. So okay, so we can look at, it seems the magic you went to is happening, and so it's revealing areas that are pre-cursed. Okay, would we like to look at the view? Yeah, let's look at the view.
Look at the view.
The view is now partially lit with a beam from the tower, and a different land appears in its light. Birds fly. Gentle wind stirs pollen in the haze.
Wow.
What is that? Can you hear that noise? Can anyone else hear that noise? It's like a kind of humming.
Yes.
It's like a Martian heat ray. We don't know.
Is it stopped?
That was mysterious. So yeah, let's okay.
Let's look at the beam.
Careful not to touch the light. You examine the beam. It seems to come into focus a few cubits from the edge of the tower, then floods outwards, changing the very colour of the air. So it's not really a telescope at all. No. It's more like a light beacon that is making an area fertile and green.
This is obviously the beacon that Shadrach mentioned.
Yeah. So do we want to adjust the beam? Oh, I've just had an amazing brainwave. You know, we saw that bridge was broken.
Yes.
If we adjust the beam, so it's pointing over the broken bridge, it'll be fixed.
Yeah.
And then we can walk over it.
We can. Go on then.
Is that the idea?
You can, yes. There we are. Ah!
I haven't played this game before, guys. But I feel like that was the answer. Look at this, look how nice this landscape looks. It's all horrible now, but before it had these big wheat fields, forest areas.
Well, we've still got
this bridge as well.
We've still got to cross that mountain range.
That's different. That bridge is a problem for another time. But I think maybe we'll need to activate this telescope. Oh no, we haven't got a choice. You see. Okay, here's the problem, Dad. Here's the problem. Now, if we head across this bridge.
Yep. Which is now built.
This telescope will be broken.
Right.
Okay, so it's either fix the bridge, or fix that telescope, or fix this bridge. Do you see what I mean? We can only do one of those three. So if we fix that bridge, we're going to have to find another way across this ravine. Or river. If we fix that telescope, we can use that to maybe change some other bit of... Because, you know, if we don't fix that telescope, maybe we can use it to look at this. or this town when there's still people there and get food. See what I
Okay.
mean? Or we can fix this bridge for later. See what I mean? It's like we got to pick.
Can we not use that telescope that we're looking at now to fix the bridge?
Yeah,
The big
conceivably.
bridge. So if we fix it down there, do we know whether the telescope's working or not?
We might be able to find a different way to fix that telescope. Though.
Yeah, okay. Well, let's go across the bridge.
All right. Let's stick with our plan, shall we? Okay. And climb down from the tower. Excellent. So we've got a plan now. I don't know how good this plan is, but it seems like a solid plan to me.
We have to make some decisions, and the first is to get across the river.
Yeah, let's do it. Because that's what you were hoping to do right from the start, right? So we want to head
Across there, that's right.
across that bridge. Crikey. Blimey. Okay. Let's do it. Let's go onto the road, shall we?
Yeah.
Crikey. Okay. We return to the road. The air stirs a little, still cold, but at least fresh. The thrumming has begun. We don't know what that is. We're going to take this road south. The south road. Okay. You follow the old road. The surface begins to crack underfoot. Weeds break through as the stones crack. Soon the roadway is lost under a layer of fine dust. As the morning moves on, the wind begins to rise. The yawn of this grand, wide road is all but invisible now. A little way off, a line of shadow marks a yawning fissure in the ground. From behind you, a voice says, "Excuse me, would you like to draw your sword?"
Oh, no, just let's turn round.
Okay. You whip around to find the road deserted. There's no one in sight in any direction.
Ah.
What would you like to call out? Where are you? Or would you
Yeah,
like to just
where
shake
are
it
you?
off?
Where are you?
There is no reply. The cold wind whistles around you. The plains feel suddenly far emptier than a moment before. Would you like to look at the fissure? Would you like to look west along the road?
I want to move on.
Let's move on then. Okay. How unusual. What could that have been? Let's go to the bridge.
Yes. Okay.
The road meets the edge of the fissure, but somewhere along the way it floods, becoming a rush of water. The sun continues to climb the steep sky. A majestic stone arch rises high into the air as it crosses the river here.
Right.
A bridge.
Look at the bridge. Look, climb up the bridge.
Climb up the bridge. You haul your way up the first few steps of the bridge until you're standing above the water. The spray throws rainbows in the sunlight across the endless grass plains. You can see for miles in either direction, a tower to the east and the grassy plains ahead. The rushing water throws spray on your boots. So we're going to look north.
Move on.
Move on. Move on indeed. Each step of the bridge would require effort to climb, otherwise the road leads away, well paved, curving at least, right? So we're going to head over the bridge.
Over the bridge.
We're doing it.
Excellent.
Okay. The mid-afternoon heat floods the valley. You cross the bridge, wary at each step the ancient stones will collapse underneath you, but they hold firm all the way across, and you reach the far side. The grassy plains stretch away once more. Behind you, the river roars and screams. The mighty bridge leads across the river. So yes, we are following the road. It's our only choice, but of course we haven't lit this area up. So it's back to the endless wastes.
Yep.
A few bones line the path.
Oh dear.
Do we want to look at the bones or move on?
Move on.
Alright. You leave the bones where they are. They do not yet look quite clean. Somewhere east of Badubak Ridge is the famed Forest of Snatter. Perhaps the kind of place a serpent might hide.
Indeed.
So we can go north or east. Where would you like to go, Dad?
What's happened to the telescope?
Well, it's been ruined, hasn't it? In
dear.
In the time.
There we are. So there's no point in going to the telescope.
Not really.
No.
Would you like to go down the road to the east?
Let's
or the road
just
to
look
the
at the
north?
map. Can you, right, we need to get up to that broken bridge up there. So follow the road.
Follow the road here.
Yeah.
You got it. Boop. East. We're going east. Okay. The lines of the road curves gently as you follow it. Slowly the sun begins to make its way back down the sky. The plains are wide and empty. To the south the fissure yawns, wider here and furiously deep. To the north the land climbs a low rocky rise. So we can go off the road to this ruined tower and see if there's anything still salvageable. Or we can head up the road to northeast.
Oh, well, we've wasted enough time already. I think we've really got to move up the road.
Okay. You don't think there's going to be anything there? Oh dear. You continue following the road. The sun lowers towards the horizon. The road winds upwards from here into the mountains, pausing in a plateau about halfway up. So what we've got is we've got a way up to here, where there's what looks like some shacks or houses or some sort of civilization, or
settlement of some sort.
A way up to the top of this, what looks like a broken bridge leading into the forest of Snatter. But look at that huge bridge, all broken. Very strange, isn't it? What would you like? What would you like to do?
I think we can miss the settlement. We don't get it. We don't want to get
waylaid.
Waylaid.
Straight into the east, right? Or do you want to go northwest? Do you want to go up here? What are you interested in exploring?
I thought we were going to follow the road as far as the bridge.
Okay, you got it. Boop. Just got to keep pushing onwards.
Yeah. After all, we haven't got any food.
You begin to make your way up the mountainside. The sun has all but gone. It will be dark soon. From the middle distance, a curious sound reaches your ears.
Curious sound?
We can either race back downhill, stop and listen, or keep going.
Well, I think, good grace, if it's curious, we ought to listen to it, see if we can work out what it is.
Sound is some kind of screech. Quiet, but close at hand. But the mountainside is barren and there is nothing that could be causing the sound.
Well, it might be some sort of parrot we can catch and eat.
Would you like to cast a danger sense spell?
No.
Okay. What do you want to do? Go closer?
Yeah.
Sure. You stride towards the noise. Then something appears that makes you hold your pace. Hanging in midair are a pair of disembodied eyes, staring right at you.
It must be some invisible parrot.
Do you want to stare back?
Yeah.
Sure.
What's a stare back?
You stare back at the eyes. There is something behind them, some kind of thought or intelligence. And the more you stare, the more you understand. The screeching noise is very loud. Whatever is causing it must be close at hand. Do we listen more? Do we shake our head? Do we shout, "Show yourself"? Or do we draw our sword?
Show yourself. Definitely.
Show yourself, you cry. But there is still nothing, just hovering, glowing eyes. The pitch of the noise begins to rise and begins to merge with shimmering in the air. The sound becomes a high-pitched, mocking laugh.
Okay. Now,
you can either keep watching or draw your sword.
Well, I think we've got to keep watching. We're not sure what's happening, so keep watching.
Okay. You stand your ground and watch. A fearful shape begins to form. A cowled creature with a skull-like head. That's what it looks like.
Pretty horrible. You do meet some horrible things on the way, don't you?
It beckons to you with a single bony finger.
This is where I draw the sword.
You can either approach, run for cover in the rocks, or cast a spell.
Okay. Approach.
Okay. You approach cautiously. The apparition appears to be a death wraith, a powerful undead creature. As you step closer, it opens its arms wide to clasp you.
Whoa! This is where we draw the sword.
Okay, excellent. We're going to fight a death wraith. Let's just... shall we just strike? We're going to strike...
Yes. As soon as possible.
Bam. Immediately.
Yeah.
The apparition lifts a little into the air. This place will be your last. The creature hisses. I think we want to do another attack, don't you? How hard do you think we need to hit it? We'll hit it good. Bam. Cut. Okay. You keep up your desperate attack. You swipe the death wraith with your blade. It drifts back across the plateau, withdrawing but injured. Shall we keep fighting it?
Yes. Move on.
Okay. Bam. Oh, wow. It struck back and actually did a higher attack than us. Then the death wraith is at your throat. Your own attack is thrown aside. Oh, that's bad. Okay, we need to... I think, what can we do? Let's do the highest attack we can. Bam! Yes, we got the better of it that time. The chill of the mountain wides all around you to seize the moment to strike. You harry the death wraith with the sword and its knife is easily turned. It's got a knife. We're going to have to defend, I think. Oh, the death wraith shimmers from it. Its skull mask seems to slip. It rises off the ground. The highest attack we can do is a small attack, or we can defend. What do you think?
Sideswipe.
Okay, bam. Yes, good thinking, Dad. Good thinking. And now, the cruel ghost hovers a short way into the air. Prepare yourself for your god, the wraith murmurs. I think we should defend. Oh, it defended too. Okay, that's fine. You raised your shield arm, but it's sliding away. Now it's raising itself off the ground. I think it's going to come in for an attack. Actually, we don't know when it's going to attack. It's tricky. I'm just going to defend one more time. Okay. I messed up. You steady your guard, but it's drifting away, keeping its blade. I think we do a full swing here.
Thrust.
Bam. Oh, I thought it was going to attack. Now it's definitely attacking. Is it going to do more than 4.5? Oh, I think it did more than that before. Let's just defend. 7. Oh, what a big attack. And then we'll finish it off, hopefully, with this. One more. We need one more hit. The death wraith is growing paler and more grey. You're injuring it. Oh, damn it. Just took 2 unnecessary damage there.
It's terrible.
We're doing terrible here. I'm sorry, Dad. This is a terrible fight.
I know, it is to the death, I think.
Crikey. Well, we got it. We lost 6 stamina, so that wasn't terrific.
No, but we got rid of it.
My fighting is bad. The monster crawls a short distance away, and the shimmering haze once more returns, engulfing the death wraith completely. When it fades, the apparition has disappeared, and in its place is a stout, balding man who whimpers and nurses his wounds. "Enough!" he cries. "Let me be! I meant you no harm!"
Who are you?
Leave... Oh, the creature does not take its arms from over its head. "Leave Renfred alone. He never does any harm. Just a little merriment, that's all." Behind you, the apparition has vanished. The death wraith was a mere illusion, Dad. It wasn't even an illusion. So it was a creature. Do we want to, like, finish him off? Threaten him or say, "I mean you no harm," or say, "How did you learn this illusion?"
Yes.
What do we want to do?
Yeah.
You've got 4 options here.
Well, it's useful to learn how to do an illusion.
Well, he says, "From a traveller. From a traveller, she traded me a bracelet of bone for some food as she was starving to death. Trying to get to Mampang, she said, but I don't think she was going to make it. She was so hungry." That bodes well for us, doesn't it? "She showed me how it was done." So we can ask, where is this woman now? We can finish him off, we can threaten him.
No, I'm not. No, I don't want to threaten him. No, I don't want to finish him off.
Do we ask him where this woman is?
Well, we could do, yeah. I'm not sure it's going to be very useful, but we can ask him.
Oh, he says, "How should I know? Probably in the belly of a snattercat, or at the bottom of Lake Ilklala. But nothing to do with me. You can't suspect me."
Do you? I don't suspect him, no.
Right.
It's all an illusion. I want to, but what's the point of threatening him?
He tried to kill you.
Yeah, well, you know, he didn't.
He didn't kill us, that's
No.
true. So we say, "I mean him no harm,"
Yeah.
then? Oh, Dad, all right. "I mean you no harm," you declare, sheathing your sword, "which is more than can be said for you." The man squirms with self-pity. Of course. I should have known better when I saw you. I thought you're a warrior. You're a wizard. I could tell. What would you like to say?
Yet you tried to trick me.
From his pocket he produces a spiked metal disc and a yellow vial of powder. "Take them," he begs.
What's in the file?
"I don't know what the powder is. I just like the colour."
Take the powder.
Okay, sure. You lift the yellow vial of powder to the light. It's fine, grainy powder, and the colour of unchaffed wheat, or maybe pus.
Wait, now what's this disc?
You'll take a disc. So the disc is a spiked metal disc.
I think we ought to take the disc as well.
All right. Thank you. Renfren replies, bowing his head almost to the dust. Do you want to ask him any questions?
Yes. What do you know of the 7 serpents?
The 7 serpents? Oh, yes, of course, I know. The serpents, I know all of them, all 7.
What can you tell me about them?
Oh, you know, they fly around, don't they?
So they have wings?
Most of them do. 4 of them, maybe 5.
Ah, you're lying to me.
All right, I don't know anything about any serpents.
Oh, dear. All right, enough talking.
All right. You shake your head and turn away from the unfortunate beggar. Suddenly, the man's eyes turn upwards and his voice trails off into a low moan. A moment later, he is keeled over. Something, it seems, has frightened him to death.
Look round.
You whip round, but catch sight only of something moving up the slope of the mountain.
Dear. Follow it.
Up the mountain. Further up.
Yeah.
I wonder if we should do this. So can we do this? What's this do today? A prayer to your spirit will heal you. Okay, let's pray for healing, as we can do that. We haven't prayed today. Alright. You continue up the winding path into the pass at the top of the mountain. Darkness closes in. You need to rest, especially after walking all day without eating. Suddenly, the stars are snuffed out. A hissing sound begins to echo around the rocks, and overhead a larger moon than usual seems to rise from the horizon. Another trick? You close your eyes and raise a prayer to the gorilla. That's what we just did. Do we want to stop to look? Do we want to ready our sword? Or do we want to ignore it? Hissing sound echoing around the rocks.
I think we've got to stop and look.
Okay. You look up in surprise. The shape rises a little higher. A strange, almost translucent ball that uncoils itself into a fat, shimmering serpent. I am the moon serpent, it screams, and I have come for your neck, anal lander. Its wide fangs are open and it's coming for you.
Coming for us.
Would you like to look at the serpent, draw your sword, run for it?
I think in this case, we might run for it.
Okay. Let's do it. You turn tail and begin to run, the serpent swooping fast behind you. The sound of its screaming fills the mountain pass, and for a moment you are sure it will overtake you and you will die. Do you want to keep running or look for somewhere to hide?
Look for somewhere to hide.
Cast about for somewhere to hide. To the left is a rocky outcrop. You might be able to shelter underneath. The serpent is close behind you, tail whipping through the chill air, forked tongue like a rope, reaching for your neck.
Hide.
At the last moment before the serpent strikes, you throw yourself under the rocky overhang. The serpent swoops after you, but its wide wings will not fit into the gap, so instead it waits outside, circling around and around.
Right.
Do you want to wait or taunt it?
Taunt it.
What kind of... Well, you can do it.
What kind of serpent are you?
You call
that
out.
Can't slither into a hole like this one.
You'll see when you meet my brothers hidden in plain sight. Everywhere you turn, we may be hiding as you hide now. Our jaws split wide for you. Then it backs away, wings fluttering. A moment later, it's disappeared across the sky. The bleak mountainside falls silent around you. You still have a long way to go, and the serpents will dog your steps. What is going on? Oh my gosh.
I think the time has come to move on.
Okay. Jesus. You have found a clue. So these are the types of clues you can find. I think there's, is it in items? Clues? Spellbook? Oh, here's the spellbook. Okay. So these are our 6 most useful spells.
Yeah.
I should have looked at this before, I'm sure.
This is very useful.
Zap. Lightning bolt.
Lightning bolt from the fingertips.
Force field. Foff. Law enables non-intelligent creatures to be controlled. Dumb makes creatures very clumsy. Hot, a fireball, and wow creates an invisible
Hot creates
wall.
a fireball which can be aimed at enemies.
We should have checked these out. All these spells are extremely tiring and will cost you 3 points of stamina. So they will use up our stamina.
Okay, wait a minute. All these spells that seem to will cost you 3 points of stamina. Right. More economical versions exist, though some rely on the caster owning particle items of power.
Particular items, yeah.
Oh, right.
So the clues we've got are that the 7 serpents, one of them is the moon serpent, you see. We know that. We know that one of them comes out at night, you see, and tries to kill us.
Right.
So at some point we are going to have to see if we can kill it.
We've got to. Yeah.
But not immediately. I suppose we'll have another chance. So there's no other way up this way than to go back the way we came or down these steps, you see, because we can't get into this.
Can't we climb the mountain?
To climb down, no. We're up on the top of this sort of area.
Well, now why would there be a bridge at that point if there's no way over it?
Well, it's broken. You can see it's shattered.
Yeah,
it was there before in the olden days.
But there should have been the remnants of the You can see it there, look, can't you?
Yeah, so this is a span's fallen away into the forest, and so is this span. They obviously wanted to build a bridge from this area to the town that wouldn't be...
So, the only way is round the top.
Well, we can't. We shouldn't be going back, really, should we? We've got ahead. Yeah, there's a road round here. Maybe there's some pass here. That looks like we might be able to get through.
Possibly.
That looks like that looks like a tunnel entrance. So maybe there's an entrance here, perhaps into the map through the mountain. What do you think? Down the steps?
No, I think we should go on.
On where?
Straight up north and around the top.
Yeah, so this way. So here. Yes. There's only two options. Down or up. We're going up. Or this, down, I guess. You climb down the winding steps. On you go, pausing every now and then to scout the land ahead. Then suddenly you stop. Something's moving over the next rise, approaching very fast.
Wow, oh day, yes. Well, let's wait and watch. Don't know what it is.
You stop in the middle of the path and watch as the shape approaches. It is a small, two-legged creature about half your size, but seems to be approaching at a remarkable rate.
Right, hail it.
Raising a hand, you hail the tiny creature. As it gets close, you see it is a small, gnome-like creature with dark skin and ugly features. Its little legs move at an incredible rate, and it helps itself along with a walking stick.
It's got a walking stick, but it moves at an incredible rate. What an unusual
walking stick looks like a snake. Would you like to look at the stick, look at the creature, or approach the creature?
Well, I think we approach the creature.
Cool. You approach the creature who pauses to regard you. Silently, you wonder to yourself if the creature is a friend or a foe. Have it whichever way you like, shouts the creature in a squeaky voice. Oh, he's read your mind.
What do you mean?
If it's friend, show friendship, and if it's foe, then be gone and get out of my way.
Oh, well, I'll be your friend.
Okay, very good. Now prove it. It holds out a grubby hand, expecting some sort of gift.
Give it a coin.
Take out a gold coin and hand it to the creature, who throws it immediately to one side. Rubbishy metal! If I want metal, don't you think I can find my own? You pick up the coin once more. We give it nothing.
Have we got anything to give it?
Yeah, we got a few items we can give it.
Let's give it something then.
You look through your pack, but the gnome is only shaking its head. None of that. I don't want anything you have in there. Oh dear.
Well, in that case, you shake your head. Give it nothing.
Foe then. Shame, we could have been good friends, good for each other. Now get out of my way. You'll let the gnome pass you by, or say you can't order me around.
Yes, well, a gnome walking with a walking stick's not going to be very strong, is it? I mean, unless a walking stick's a magic stick.
Well, it was a snake, look, you can see.
It looks like, yeah, but is it dead or alive?
Well, it's up to you, Dad.
Come on then, you can't order me around.
Oh my gosh. The gnome sniggers. Inlander? I don't care if your pride is wounded. That's nothing to the wound I'll give you if you don't get out of the way and let an old lady pass.
An old lady now?
The creature is reaching for its stick. Would you want to let it go? Do you want to draw your sword? Or do you want to stand your ground?
Well, let it go.
Okay, right. You step aside and the gnome beetles away, legs gearing up to maul with astonishing speed once more. In a moment, the little creature has disappeared from sight. There we go. Bumped into a gnome, Dad, and didn't have a gift for it.
Oh dear.
Who knows what's going on? I don't. You follow the path down towards the stony plateau. All around is nothing but loose rocks and gravel. These plains are empty, dark and desolate. There is nowhere here you could rest. The ground is too uncomfortable. You must keep walking. So it's getting dark. And our only real way is downhill, it seems, towards this area. So, you up for going downhill?
Well, if we can't go uphill, we've got to go downhill.
Crikey, we're going in a bit of a weird way. Oops. Bounced across the map. Whoops. Sorry about this. You pick your way carefully over the rocks to the edge of an old road. The night is cold. So we can either go west or northwest along the road. We are getting a bit out of the way where we hoping to go to, but
yeah, we are.
Sort of what's happened a bit. We're exploring.
Yeah, but it's not getting us anywhere near where we ought to be going.
It's not really, is it?
The roads are all very unclear.
West or northwest?
Northwest.
You got it. Follow the road. Bam. What's this? That's it. We're going to have to sleep. Day 3. Well, actually, I don't think we're going to sleep. I think we'll be passing the night awake.
Yes.
So we're not going to have slept. Day 3. You've reached the northern plains. Found one new clue. That was to do with the moon serpent, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Met a gnome, did all sorts of stuff. Who knows what's going on? All right. Adamant Condition. Thank you very much. Matthew, watching a father-son...
Please read this message in a Southern American accent. Are you good at that?
Well, do you want to go for
well,
it?
boy,
Merry...
please read this message
Merry
in
Christmas,
a Southern
y'all.
American accent.
Thanks, Dan, for giving that a go.
Merry Christmas, y'all.
This is where I get it from, guys. Now you know. Greetings from Atlanta, from Matthew, Atlanta, Georgia. Thank you.
Atlanta, yeah, hello. Ken, I've become terrible at video games.
So Ken says, in my old age, 30s, I've become terrible at video games, so I'm glad to tune into your channels and see you're suffering the same way I am. Thank you,
Happy
Ken.
holidays, yeah, okay.
Ravan Vidarsan.
Thank you, Ravan.
Thank you, so nice message. A different game has donated $5. Thank you very much. Would you please tell me in your most assertive voice to shut up, Dad?
Well, look, I can't tell him to shut up because the game will not be the same.
Oh, I see.
Sorry.
I see. You want me on your side, do you? Okay, I get it. Lost Lorf, thank you very much indeed. Nosfreet, thank you. Matt, Mr. Brindley, do you remember which hat? Do you remember the hat that gained Lewis his childhood nickname of Hat Boy? Do you remember that deerstalker hat with the big ears?
No, I don't.
It was green. It was fur-lined, big hat, winter hat with big ears tied up round the neck.
No, Matt, I'm sorry, I don't remember that.
You don't remember that? Wow, crikey. That was
I don't.
Strong formative memory in my...
You must remember, Matt, that at my age you tend to forget things.
Yeah, that's true. Do you remember anything?
Oh, Max. We've had Max before,
yeah, Max
haven't we?
Versteeg. You pronounced it correctly,
Oh,
apparently.
jolly good. It's Dutch. Yeah, fine. Okay, Max, thank you.
He gave you the $10, see?
Yeah,
honourable man.
Very good, Max. Thanks.
There you go. You just made $10 off of that, Dad. Good job.
Yeah.
Nick says here's $100 in honour of Lewis's dad. Would you like to say hundo?
Thank you, Nick. That's great. Well done.
Hundo. Good.
You have to put your hand up, don't you?
You can do whatever
Hondo.
you want. Okay, we can do that if you like. Zach14 has now donated a total of 1,000. That's a decky hundo. That's like 10 hundos.
Oh dear.
So he added $100 more.
Poor Sadak. Look, never had a dad because he was all. Oh dear.
What's this? What are you missing? Never had a dad because he was awful. Oh, sorry.
Sorry. Yeah, that's. So, but still, I reckon he's doing well now, don't you?
Well, if he's managing to donate a hundo.
Yeah.
Thank you, Zach. Thank you for the £1,000 you
Great.
put into the Jingle Jam. It's very kind. It's wholesome to see Mr. Brindley supporting the sign. Yeah, it's very wholesome. Thanks, Dad. Thanks for coming down. Ian says watching live. Catching up mostly as watching live from Canada isn't the easiest. Have you ever been to Canada?
Yeah, been to Canada.
Whereabouts?
Toronto.
What did you think of it?
Great city.
Great city. There you go. Where else have you been in Canada? Anywhere else?
Well, we went as far as one of the lakes. Well, no, we went to Lake Ontario. We went round Lake Ontario to Niagara Falls.
What was that like?
Oh, excellent. The trouble was, it was raining. So...
when Brits go on holiday, they
misty.
don't expect it to rain anywhere else.
But we did hear the falls before we got there. And we actually went in a boat right up to it. It was really interesting, yeah. And then we went to one of the towers there for a meal, so it was a good day out.
Well, there you go. Top-notch anecdote. Zygil of the Sands, thank you very much. Noah says, just want to say thank you for playing my terrible Christmas cat game. I will never forget the moment of sitting in my room watching you play something I made. Oh man! Plus, you even used gender-neutral pronouns, which made it all the better.
Well,
I can't.
Really good.
Was that? Did I do that? Is that what we did
earlier
in the Jingle Cats? We do the Jingle Cats, man. Noah. That's amazing.
I don't remember that.
Well, that wasn't with you, Dad. That was with
no,
you.
it was. Yeah.
Matthew C. just finished university for the year, so I have time to watch the Jingle Jam. What better duo to kick off with than father and son Brindley? Do you remember going to... Did you take me to university to the open day? Did you come with me?
Yeah, of course I did.
to Manchester.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
I do.
What do you remember anything from it at all?
I remember you organising your room, carrying all the stuff for you.
Do you remember what in halls of residence? Because you took me up there, and brought me back sometimes.
Yeah, we took you up there, and then we came up a couple of times to see how you were going on. Most of the time, you were pretty busy doing something, playing poker or something.
What was it like when I was at university? What was it like when I left home after school?
What were you like?
Well, no, either what was I like, or what was it like for you when me and sort of Ralph grew up and left home?
It was very good. We were pleased to take you. We were pleased to think that you were going to a fairly good university, and that you're going to get a good degree, which you did.
pleased to get rid of me.
No.
I think that's a good thing. Yeah,
pleased that you were going. Really.
I like the honesty.
Yeah,
Pleased that you were going.
Yeah, but actually, yes, because you got into university.
Yeah.
I mean, my generation, when I was leaving school, very few people went to university.
Right.
In fact, I can only think of about 4 out of my year of 60 people.
At Derby
a
School.
lot went on to teacher training college. The rest all went out to work.
Right, really? Well, you went out to work, didn't you?
I went out, of course, yeah.
In Rolls-Royce.
Had to work.
You worked at Rolls-Royce and then you went to the army, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, and then you came back and did teach. We've been through your history.
Yeah,
Everyone knows the story. Yogscast is geil? So geil. That's like, is that German word? Doesn't mean that like cool.
Where's
cool.
that?
Geil. Do you know
geil.
Do you know German?
Geil.
So geil. Thank you, Split Mop.
It must be something to do with good, perhaps. I don't know.
Thank you from Kochak from Brazil.
Brazil?
I think. People watching
crumbs. I'm pleased to see someone's looking here for such a long way.
Thank you very much. A very hard to pronounce name. That's actually his name. Thank you, Wayne Dalf. What up, my dude Lewis? If your father were a wizard, what type of wizard would he be? Would you be a court wizard, a street wizard, a hermit, like a Gandalf? Would you be a Dumbledore? What would you be?
Oh dear, I've never even thought of it. I'm not sure that I'd like to be a wizard. Wizard has too much power.
Right.
I wouldn't like to be in a position to be able to dispense power like that.
Unfortunately, you are exactly the kind of person who then should be a wizard. Do you understand?
Yes, I see. Yeah.
That makes you...
I would use the power carefully.
Well, that means, the people who should be given power, the people who don't want it. Very wise, Dad. Yeah, you've read all Harry Potter's, haven't you? You've read Harry Potter.
Yes.
What house would you be in?
Not Slytherin, that's for sure.
Okay. Ben Samarco. I lost my grandmother this year due to complications related to lung cancer.
Oh dear.
And my aunt just came out of remission, so thank you for all the work. Well, Ben, thank you very much for your donation. Stand Up to Cancer is one of the campaigns in the Jingle Jam this year.
Is it?
Some other ones. Yes.
No, well, that's good.
Dr. Butt Doctor has donated. Thank you very much. Igos has donated. PogChamp Chat. Hunter Meyer, thank you. Not Terps has donated. Thank you. Who else has donated? Jake. I was able to donate last year because for a present, but this year I actually donate out my own pocket, and now I feel epic. Well, I'm glad. Hopefully you got some good feels from. It's good.
Yeah.
Have you bought the bundle?
No.
Okay.
Not yet.
Are you going to?
Might do.
Okay.
I'm hedging my bets.
Do you not know what you're waiting for? More games to be revealed.
Yeah.
You're not sure.
Not sure
it's worth it yet. Fair enough, Dad. Jake, thank you very much. Zat, thank you very much. White Gin, but spelled like the genie.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, clever name. Revon Tooley, thank you very much. Mew Knight, Happy New Year from Australia. Go to bed if you're in Australia. It's 4 a.m.
Is it? Oh dear me, they shouldn't be
For
up.
God's sake. Clockaroo, Merry Christmas. Thank you very much. Samsa, Callum Young. Oh, there you go, Dad. That's you as a wizard. There.
Wow.
Oh, hang on. You need to come back in.
Let's move into position.
Wow. What do wizards say?
What do wizards say? Something wizardy.
Yeah, say something wizardy.
I'm not sure what wizards would say. Just let me remain in that position. No.
Why are you having so much trouble with this? You just have to stay still. I was like, trying to hold you.
Oh dear.
Goodness me, love it. I love it. You're a wizard, Dad. Thank you.
Hondo, for those who's done.
Callum Young, a hundo.
Well done, Callum. Well done.
Well done. Lazy Timmy, thank you very much. What was your most memorable Christmas, Dad, or Christmas presents?
Well, my memorable
from your life, yeah.
Memorable Christmas. A lot of memorable Christmases.
Mm-hmm.
Too many.
Too many to remember any of them.
When you've had 80 Christmases.
They're all memorable.
Well, some are more memorable than others. Some are less memorable. I remember spending one Christmas in a youth hostel.
Right.
Spending most of my time peeling potatoes.
Why?
Well, because in those days, when you went to a youth hostel, different now, but in those days, you had to earn your keep.
Right.
So if you were going to eat the meal there, you had to help prepare.
Contribute to it.
And then you had to clear up, and you had to do washing up, and all sorts of things.
Sounds very wholesome.
Yeah, it was. It was nice. It was with all my friends in the cycling club.
Okay. Whereabouts were you?
North Derbyshire, Edale.
So not far from home.
Yeah, it's very far north of Derbyshire. Derby itself is in the south part.
Right.
So I had to cycle there in the dark when I left work.
Wow, okay.
While all my colleagues in the club had cycled up early that day.
Did you have lights?
Yeah. One little light.
Wow.
On the back of the bike.
On Christmas
Day. It was a long
Day.
way. No, Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve.
A long way. How many miles? Shall we look it up? Let's have a look it up. Let's just have a quick look. I want to find out where this is. Edale.
Edale.
How do you spell it?
Derbyshire. E-D-A-L-E.
Edale. Oh,
Edale
Peak
Village.
District, of
Visit
course.
Peak District, correct. How far is it from Derby?
So where were you? Where were you living?
Derby. Well, I put Derby. I was in a village called Mickleover, but Derby it was a part of Derby.
Let's do directions. Google Maps directions from Mickleover.
Lewis is doing a good job here.
I'm interested.
Working out the miles.
I'm interested in this route that you took.
I don't know why you should do that.
Because I think I'd like to do this route, you know.
Mickleover, there you are.
I should like to do this. So you started at Mickleover.
Yeah.
You came home. Where did you work then?
I worked at Rolls-Royce.
Where was that?
South of Derby.
Somewhere around here, was it?
Let's see.
Somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere
south. It was 60 years ago. We're talking. So this must have been about 1950, 59.
Yeah. Well, I was about 53.
1953. So
Yeah.
you started off in Mickleover and you went along the back roads, did you?
Up there.
Through Kirklandley and Brailsford?
Yes.
All the way up?
Yes.
Were there many people on the roads? Do you remember this?
Not very many, no.
I mean, it's an hour and a half by car, Dad.
Yeah.
It's 45 miles.
Yeah.
Let's just switch the bike on. It is 5 hours by bike.
Yeah.
Wow. So you just did that, did you? 50
I
mile
did.
bike ride
Yeah.
in 1953 on Christmas Eve in the dark.
Christmas Eve in the dark.
And you got to Edale in the old Peak District.
I did, yeah.
And you stayed at youth hostel.
Yep. And then we spent there a few days, spent Christmas, did a bit of walking around, and then we cycled back, obviously. What happened was that I had an aunt and uncle in the cycling touring club, and they used to ride a tandem.
Okay.
They were stalwarts of the cycling club. They inveigled me into joining it, of course.
Inveigled.
Yeah.
A word that you don't hear used enough.
Do you good to join the club? Which I did, yeah. My cousin joined as well at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah, so, I was in the cycling club for a long time.
Excellent. This is an excellent bit of history. These Peak District roads are probably very nice. I wonder if we can go onto Street View and just sort of have a look. How do we get back to non-directional Google? Oh, it's here, isn't it? So yeah. So I mean, this is all through the Peak District actually. This kind of
nice, yeah.
This kind of cycling.
That's right. It's nice in the daytime when the sun's shining, but at night you can't see anything.
Yeah.
Except the road.
It's very national park, isn't it? Very English
it is.
countryside.
Yeah. Well, it's definitely stone hedges and stone walls, rather stone houses. This is the north part of Derbyshire.
Steve, don't get excited. I know there's a lot of sheep here. Don't.
Lots of sheep.
We have to look away from those, otherwise Steve's gonna have to have a break. See, I can't hear in my ears because I'm not wearing the headphones, so I have no idea how angry he is right now. But he's probably going to bang on the door in a second and come and strangle me. Thank you very much, Lazy Timmy. Thank you very much, Chris Lovellsmith and Amazias. Thank you, Mr. Annengeist. That's an interesting name. Been watching since for ages. Little shout out to the Civ Squad in Leo's Discord. Wow. Thank you very much. Mominator 5000. Love your dad.
Oh, great.
So fun to see you being sweet with your
Moninator.
dad. Nothing, Steve. There was nothing was said.
2 seconds.
Oh, thank goodness. No, Steve, I did not say anything.
Thank you, Moninator.
Oh, God, we got away with it. Got away with it, Dad. Tyler C, thank you very much. And Green Ghost, thank you. Jennifer, for being the best girlfriend ever.
Right, yeah.
Thank you, Amor Deroff Crows.
What about the reluctant skeptic?
What did you just say?
Reluctant skeptic.
Oh, Reluctant Skeptic.
Reluctant skeptic.
Yeah, he's got a very cleverly written name, but it's hard. It's like a Russian spelling. Kathy Cat, Dan, Zynich. We're going to get through all of these. I'm excited. If you want to leave Dad a message, you've got to do it now because we're going to get through them all. Zynich, James Lumsden, thank you. John Doolittle. I've waited all year to say, and now is the time. Father Brindley, you are my most favourite streamer of all the Yogscasts.
My goodness, that's very kind of you, John.
I sometimes watch back the old streams with you and your son. I don't
really?
mind
My
that
goodness
he likes to push people in the canals. Everybody needs a hobby. Thank you. Greetings from Estonia.
Oh.
You ever been to Estonia?
No.
Would you like to go?
I'm sure I would at some stage, yeah. I mean, all these northern European countries are worth visiting.
Yeah. Casper, it's hard for me to get in the Christmas spirits. It's times are a bit tough for me at work, home, school, and socially.
Merry Christmas to
my
you
gosh.
too, Casper. Thank you for the donation.
Thanks, Casper. Isra of Shadowfell, thank you very much. Mrs. Brindley donated. She says, behave yourself, Lewis.
No, crikey.
She wouldn't have donated as Mrs. Brindley. I don't know if she's watching. If you're watching right now, Mum, please don't be too mad.
There must be other Mrs. Brindleys around the world.
That's true, that's true. GeoGuessr. Oh yeah. Let's see how good you are at GeoGuessr, Dad. Let's see how good we are. We kind of want to do famous places actually, because that's more fun. All right. So, Dad, famous places. What is that?
Rome.
Is that Rome?
Yeah.
I think it is. All right. Where's Rome?
Italy.
Where's Italy?
It's a country that sticks into the Mediterranean.
Whereabouts in Rome is the Colosseum?
It's sort of southwest, I think.
It's tricky to tell, isn't it, on this map? There's a big... It's somewhere around here. It's in Rome.
Yeah,
we know where it is. We're going to have to wait 5 seconds for an ad. Excellent. That was an easy start. So this is a game called GeoGuessr. It'll plonk us down somewhere in the world there.
Yeah, I know it will.
And
we'll be lucky if we know where it is.
And we'll have to figure out where it is. This place is not working. What? I think it's been removed. It's been like blacked off due to like it's probably like an illegal picture. It's been
dear, that's a shame.
Google.
Yeah, I mean, there's an interesting. Oh dear.
So where is this?
I don't know, but it could be Versailles.
You think Versailles? What, the Palace of Versailles?
Yeah.
In France. That's your first in Paris.
First guess.
All right. Let's go for Versailles. Bam. Bam. Let's find out. 4, 3, 2, 1. What is it? It's flipping Versailles.
Oh well.
Spot on, Dad. Well done. Instantly. Okay. Interesting. Okay, what is this? It's a big old cathedral, isn't it? Do you recognise it?
It is. No, I don't recognise it.
Where do you think we are, though? Do these look like English cars to you, or do they look like European cars?
No, I don't think that's England. It's certainly abroad somewhere.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah.
Look at it. What is it? It's a big old famous church. Oh yeah, that doesn't look English, does it? It says toilets.
Yeah.
Does that give you a clue? Where do you think
somewhere in France, but I don't know where.
Yeah, you think this is France? There's a little Renault. These look like French folks. Some bins. What's this say? Europe.
Europe.
Europe. Oh, there's a bus there. That might have... Oh, crikey, what's happening here? Suddenly, it's under construction.
Yeah.
Wow. Suddenly, we've gone back in time, and we're still being built. Uh-oh.
No, I think they're renovated.
You think it's somewhere in France?
I think it's somewhere in France, but
like possibly Belgium or something like that.
Well, I don't know. No, I won't.
Let's say. Do you want to say just France? It looks French. Let's find out what is. Boom. It is in Reims.
No, I've never been to Reims.
Is it called Reims?
Yeah,
Basilique Saint-Rémy. Looks like it's that.
Notre Dame de Reims.
Oh,
yeah.
Cathedral Notre Dame.
Yeah.
It's Notre Dame Cathedral in Reims. Where's Notre Dame? Is it Notre Dame?
Paris, Notre Dame.
Is that the more famous
one? The main
one?
Notre Dame is in Paris.
Oh, crikey, where is this? Look at this. So we've got this fella up here on the wall. He looks like a kind of more well-fed, more bearded you.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. And this looks like a man who's studying.
This is obviously some private house. Castle. Well known, but I don't know it. Mind you,
Do you recognise him? He looks like one of the presidents. He might be this looks like George Washington. So that looks like, I think that's like, is this like John Quincy Adams or something? And this is George Washington here. So is this one of the other presidents? Are we in the White House? Or something like that? Or maybe in like one of the where they sign the...
I'm sure it's too ostentatious for the White House. I mean, look at this.
This is the seal of the United States, isn't it? This eagle. This looks very White Housey, doesn't it?
It's a really lovely room. But my knowledge of the White House and inside it is limited to the programmes and the films that they have made, which presumably don't look anything like this.
Who's this man? I'm sure he's an ex-president. Yeah, this got to be the White House, hasn't it? I mean, it couldn't be anything less.
Wait a minute, look at that, go back to that eagle on the chair.
Yeah. I mean, that's the seal of the White House, right? I'm just gonna go ahead and guess it, Dad. I'm sorry, I'm spoiling this for you.
No, you're not. No, it's just that it's really an amazing room. Absolutely amazing.
Boom. Let's find out if it is. 3, 2, 1. Boop. It is the White House.
Really?
We're amazing.
Wonderful room.
So actually, we got them all pretty close, apart from the one which messed up.
Oh, that's a shame.
Don't worry, we can
just
do
getting interested.
One. We can do more. We can do some more. See, some of them just seem to not work. What is going on? I think it might just be. Might be glitch-tastic. Okay. Where are we now?
What's that word on the wall there?
That word is Carmen Terrace. And it's like a man with some hose pipe. There's a wall. Is this a famous place? Oh, this looks like it might be famous.
No, it will be famous.
I wonder what it is.
Any more clues?
Just wondering if I can read this sign. Oh, the Dubrovnik Cathedral, Dad. The Dubrovnik Cathedral.
Yeah, no, I've never actually been to Dubrovnik.
Where is it?
It's in Croatia.
Is it?
In the Adriatic.
Right, the Adriatic, up here.
Yeah.
Whereabouts in Croatia?
Down the very south part of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Dubrovnik, there you are.
Bam! I had no idea.
Hmm.
So this is where they do King's Landing, I think, for Game of Thrones.
It is,
according to chat.
Yeah. It's an attractive city, but I mean I've driven past it when we've been on a coach.
You drove past Dubrovnik?
Yeah, we didn't have the chance of stopping, unfortunately.
What do you mean when you drove
well,
past? Where it is?
I was holidaying in Croatia.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun. What, down this end?
No, further north.
And then, where did you drive then? Like down the coast?
Yeah.
What was your holiday? Was it one of the walking ones? Walking?
It's a walking holiday.
Cool.
We stopped for a week there. Well, we had 2 weeks actually. 2 different years. Right, it's a nice walking country.
Where are we now?
Well, we must be in Venice.
It looks pretty much. Looks very Venetian, doesn't it?
It does indeed.
I'd be surprised if we weren't in Venice. Il Palazzo Ensusiglibico. I can't really read that.
Yeah.
Very, very Venetian, isn't it?
Oh, this is definitely it. Yeah.
Italy. Alright, fine. It's either Venice or Florence anyway. So let's smash.
Venice. We've had a lot of floods there, you know, recently.
Have they?
Yeah, St Mark's Square was underwater.
Was it?
Yeah.
Well, it's basically just like a sinking
Well, it's
disaster
very
anyway.
near to the sea, and you know, sea level's pretty high in any case.
Boom! That was excellent. Well done, Dad. Oh, where are we now?
Looks like we're in Russia.
Does it?
Mm.
What's that then? Yeah.
But it's either probably St Petersburg.
It is St. Peter's Basilica, definitely. I think it's in Moscow, St. Peter's Basilica. It might be in St. Petersburg. Oh wow, this is very...
I haven't been to either of them, but it's somewhere in Russia. St Petersburg or Moscow.
Where is the Basilica? In Red Square?
It's in the sea. Oh, in Moscow itself, I don't know. No idea.
Yeah, I've never been.
No.
I think we'll just have to click Moscow and hope for the best, because I don't... This is a massive city, isn't it? Holy crap.
It is a big city, yeah.
I don't know what... It's very hard to tell.
This is,
oh, St Basil's
that's
Cathedral.
Cathedral.
St Basil's, St Peter's... I was thinking St Peter's. No, it's Geography, not Lewis's strongest subject.
It's a good guess.
It's St Basil's Cathedral, yeah, in Moscow. Yeah, perfect,
Yeah,
Dad.
well
Perfect.
done,
We
well
labelled
done.
Red Square. There it was. We knew. It's about as central on Moscow as you could possibly expect.
Yeah, I guess.
Why does this happen? This is really weird. This shouldn't be happening. We're just going to have to cheat our way out of these ones. Just, I don't know. Thank you, Attila.
No, that was good.
Attila says $10. This is for my sister who passed away last year because of cancer. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Attila. Patricius808 says, Dad, what is your favourite music band?
Favourite music band?
Yeah, I like the way you phrased that.
Well, I haven't actually got any favourite music band, but I must admit that I did enjoy listening to your brother when he played in the Royal British Legion's youth band.
Yeah, what was some sort of marching band, wasn't it?
It was a marching band.
It was a local marching band.
And they played military music, and they were very good. They were very good indeed.
There you go. Thank you very much to Interstellar Matt. Greetings from Manchester. Had a physics graduation together with chemistry underlings yesterday. Thank you very much. You guys, you should come and give a speech. I was actually talking to a guy from Manchester University the other day. He came down.
Right.
And was talking about possibly asking him to go up and talk to students. I don't know. Raven Vidarson has added $10 for a total of $100.
Oh yes.
Thank you very much. Xander Britton, did you cycle around East Anglia when you moved?
No, I didn't.
Well,
no.
you won't know.
Sadly,
his
I
grandfather
didn't,
or great grandfather. Crikey.
no.
Mum here donated $5. Hello, Dad and Lewis. Can I have a shout out?
Shout out.
Thank you, Mum. If that is actually you.
But go on then. If it is, Mum. Thanks for looking.
Callum Hall, thank you. Jay, thank you. Emily and Alex, thank you.
Chinley in the Peak Dish. Yeah! Yeah!
Shout out to Chinley.
Yeah!
In the Peak District.
Yeah, that's it.
Just next to Edale.
Yes, I've been through Chinley. Yeah.
Oh, amazing. That is the most animated you have been all day. Thank you.
Yeah.
Kiri the Corinthian. Thank you, Spoon Man. Since your dad has been eyeing off the Jingle Jam, have you attempted to offer him the Muff Liquor? So we got this nice gin. It's called Muff Liquor. Yeah, it's great. Thank you, Bethany. Love Lewis and Dad's stream. Thanks for all the hard work you do. My money has all gone to Alzheimer's Church UK.
Yeah, great, good, excellent.
For my dearly departed Nana. Thank you, Bethany. Mads Incredible Pony Anderson says, I'm a Danish gymnast / computer scientist. And please accept this as my formal application to the Yogs Empire. We don't have any gymnasts, and honestly, none of us know how to use computers, so you sound perfect. Welcome to the team.
You missed Mads at the top there.
Yeah, I read that. Mads, yeah, I read it. Yeah. Oscar says hello from Iceland. Have you ever been to Iceland?
No, funnily enough, we would like to go to Iceland, but sadly we can't seem to find the sort of little holiday that would suit us. Perhaps we ought to go for a big holiday.
Got any tips? If you've got any tips for Dad, what to do in Iceland, we'd love to hear it. Dad, what is this thing? Do you know what this is?
It's something to do with the United Nations, is it? No, it's Italy.
What? Because it's got an opera written on the side.
Or is it? Oops. I don't know,
Strasbourg. What's this flag here? Flying next to the.
It's the United Nations flag, the French flag, and some other flag.
Marie
de Toulouse. Ah, well, that must be the Toulouse flag.
So are we saying it's in Toulouse, in France?
Yeah, it's France, yeah.
Where's Toulouse?
That's it, yeah. It's where the massive jumbo jets are made, you know, jumbo planes.
Yeah.
The French the aircraft company.
Nice, okay. I think we did pretty well. I mean, when they come up, we usually get them, Dad. You're very quick off the old, quick off the block with this. You enjoying it? Do you like this game?
Yeah, well, yes.
It's quite weird, isn't it?
It is weird, because I remember last time I didn't do very well.
Wow. Where is this? Do you recognise this? What does this look like to you? Huh? Goodness me. Where are we?
We're in South Africa.
You think so?
Yeah.
Let's just see how far away you are. Bam, South Africa. I want to just tell what you think you're... Are you sure this isn't the Grand Canyon? Because, I mean, that's what chat seems to think. You've been to the Grand Canyon.
You know, yeah, but the thing about...
I was going to say, is this the Grand Canyon? Because you've been there,
yeah.
I had thought you would know what the Grand Canyon looked like.
Where
You're a different one.
Where there are mountains, they all look
You went when it was dark.
very similar.
You were cycling there on Christmas Eve, and it was dark. You were supposed to be going to Edale,
I did not cycle to
lost.
the Grand Canyon. Yeah, mountains always look very similar, and that struck me as being very similar to some part of South Africa when we went there for a holiday.
Oh yeah, you went to South Africa as well. Of course you did. Sorry.
Yeah.
My bad. Oh, Dad, how embarrassing. All right. Oh man, this is very glitchy today. Old GeoGuess. It's letting me down. I will say. Look at this. It's really weird. It's not normally like this. Maybe it's because everyone else is playing it or something.
Oh yes. You know where that is.
Well, I thought I did, but it's actually not what I thought. It's not the Colner Dom, because the Colner Dom is much dirtier. What is this?
It's the cathedral in one of the towns of North Spain. What's the big town famous for football? North Spain, Catalonia.
Right.
God, I've forgotten the name of the town, city.
Well, we can look up here. Northern Spain. It's
Barcelona.
Barcelona. Is that where we are?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll find out in about 2 seconds. I'm not sure, honestly, but I would defer to your much more accurate judgment. Well done, Dad. Correct. The La Sagrada Familia.
That's right.
You been there?
Yeah.
What was it like?
Well, it's like that.
Where are we now? What is this? What is this thing? What do you think this thing is? What are we looking
Some
at?
drive to a large castle.
It's like the Disney castle, isn't it?
Yeah, it's definitely...
And we can't actually move. This gentleman's... What happened to his head?
He's got a knife in his hand.
Looks like Disney, but it's quite cold.
It's certainly a French-type chateau.
Yeah? What do you think? France, then?
Yeah, it's perhaps in the Loire Valley somewhere.
Where do you want to put it, then?
Let's have a look.
Tell me where you want to go.
Go to the east, Tours.
Right.
I'm sure it's somewhere around there. Chambray, for example.
Yeah, fine. We'll put it here. How about
Yeah.
that? We'll find out whether this is
Lewis
wrong
and
or not.
Bravo.
All right. I'll thank you, Steve. Okay. Cool. We'll read the last 2 donations to see how accurate we were with this one. It is in France, and it was actually very close. It was Chateau de Chambord. There you go, Dad. That's pretty good.
Yeah, well, I thought it was somewhere around there.
Chateau de Chambord.
Yeah, Chambord, yes.
You're right.
Funny
Like,
enough,
very close.
funny enough, I have actually been there,
Right.
but I didn't actually recognise them. I thought it was one of the other chateaus, but because you can approach from different angles unless you walk around every.
If you've seen
bit
one
of it.
chateau, you've seen all the chateaux.
No,
if you've
no.
seen one mountain in South Africa, you've seen all the mountains in the Grand Canyon.
That's partly true.
You're good at
Not
this.
totally
You're
true.
actually very good at this. I'm impressed. We're going to read some fun donations and we're going to round off because coming up next is karaoke. Are you going to sing a song? Are you going to?
No one likes my voice.
Dad, everyone likes your voice.
Not a singing voice.
Will you sing one with me?
Well, I can't sing much anything. I mean, I don't know any of the pop songs.
Well, don't worry, we'll find something, Kelly, thank you very much. Alexis, thank you. Anime Kitty Wars, thank you very much. Divine Narwhal, thank you very much. I'm sending mine to the All But Forgotten Animal Rescue. They participate in Puppy Bowl each year. What? And I was able to adopt one of my beautiful dogs from them. Wow. I don't know what the Puppy Bowl is, but it sounds like, hopefully it's a good thing. It's where the puppies all fight to the death. Iron Stark, yes.
Gin Fueled New Year, yeah.
Mix Morgan, thank you very much. Lover of Sloths. Mr. Brindley, who is your favourite son and why is it Ralph?
Favourite? No, I don't have any favourites, and they're both favourites.
You've been very diplomatic, yeah. Victor / EZJ from Denmark, thank you. Have you been there?
Yeah, Denmark, yes, I've been to Denmark.
What do you like about Denmark?
Nice country, Denmark, yeah.
Nice, okay.
Yeah.
Mojo44, I live in Dronfield and work as a bus driver, so I've travelled around lots of Derby.
No, yeah, that's right. Yes, Dronfield, bus driver in Chesterfield, yeah.
I'm getting all the donations in from Derby. And thank God we mentioned Derby on the stream. Danny, ! Yognaut, thank you. You guys have accompanied through some difficult times with my Crohn's and colitis, so this is my way of saying thank you. Well, thank you very much. Thank you for doing charity, dude. It's all counts. It's all ticking towards that target. We're definitely going to hit it during the karaoke.
Yeah,
that's the dream. Keckmeister, thank you very much.
Good. Bruce Gidley, yes.
And Daddy Gidley.
Daddy Gidley from Finland, wow.
It's really freezing in Finland, I think.
Oh yeah, I know it's cold here, but it's much colder there.
Have you been to Finland?
No, I haven't.
Do you ever want to go?
I would like to go because I think it's an interesting country. Lots of snow.
Yeah, and stuff.
And all this business about jumping into cold water after you've been into the hot Sauna.
Yeah, so go ahead and do that, Kickmeister. Aidan McNee, thank you very much. You guys brought me plenty of laughs. Thank you. That's it. We're actually up to date on donations. We can go. You
Great,
go.
Great.
We're gonna go and have a little. I think we're gonna go and have a little break, and then we're gonna maybe do a song. But Dad has to go at. We have to leave here about 7 if you're gonna go. Unless I can convince you to stay over, which I don't think I will be able to because you're a stubborn man. But yes, be right back. All right.
Okay.
Give us a hug.
Yeah, hugs all around. Oh, love you, boy.
All right. Yeah, love you too, Dad. Thank you, chat. We'll see you. See you soon. Stay tuned.